Okay.
Hey everybody, Eric here coming at you from Bloat Games today. We are at Heroes Comics and Gaming on Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky. Today for our extralife.org charity game being hosted by Matt McLeod. You can check out the links for Matt's Mighty Marvels, which is down beneath you. Donate if you'd like to. Today we're going to be playing Call of Cthulhu. It's my first ever Cthulhu game. So all the role-playing games I've ever played. First time ever playing Cthulhu. We'll see how this goes. I played Cthulhu-esque type games. I played Beyond the Supernatural and other games like that. Right now, everybody's wrapping up their character creation. Matt was merciful on me and gave me a pre-gen, so I don't have to participate in that. And then while we got this going on, just also let people know, if you're not aware already, if you back the Dark Places and Demogorgons Kickstarter, your PDF is now available. Check the updates on the Kickstarter page, and you'll be able to get the link to get your PDF, because it is now live and on
times two
on a where is it? DriveThruRPG.com. Drew complete blank. So we got a full table. Let's see if I can get everybody in here.
And yeah, your credit rating, you're not
all the way around. Once we get going here, the camera's going to be on Matt and stay on Matt. And let's see if I can do this while we're talking. And
you got your big stack multiplied times 2.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Alright, if you could see me, I apologize. I hit the wrong button, dropped out. We are back and we are live. So we're still just wrapping up the end of character generation.
Some of these skills you see has a little
I need a shave.
points and parentheses already.
Tonight after Call of Cthulhu, I'll be playing in some Dark Places and Demogorgons. Our home group is getting together, so we'll be playing that. And I think Matt from Matt's Mighty Marvels is going to be joining us. I hope that you can hear everything clear. But again, once we get going, it'll all be on Mr. Matt. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Matt and make sure that everything lines up. So it's going to get a little crazy for a second.
I think I was 60 or 70.
Yeah.
I put 70. You put 70?
That's a lot.
I thought you said 60. That's a lot of money. You told me I had to have a lot.
No, I didn't. I said that's a lot. I said
you didn't sound that way though since I was rich.
You would be rich at that.
Anywhere in that level, you're really confusing me. You don't need that much money.
I would put like 40.
We're living off of her.
Like 40.
Yeah, I was going to say you were living off of me. But they're all living off of me, so.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm a very good professor. Mine's 30. No.
Insurance money.
I own the plane.
Yeah, we are still throwing together our characters. Some of us have characters, some of us don't. Get this bag.
Hey, without my plane, those parts would be nothing.
I can sell the parts.
And I sell the plane.
Yeah, we got a PI in the making and a antiquarian in the making. We are running Call of Cthulhu. We had run the first chapter a couple weeks ago. It's set in the town of North Ashfield, Massachusetts. Started in 1929, I think, is when we started our first chapter. We've skipped ahead a couple years into town and in everybody's timeline. It's going to be 1932 now. October 1932. Actually, yeah, October 1932 in our timeline. So some time has passed. Again, for some of us who need to know, Prohibition, I believe, is over now. So our other guy's going to have some kind of profession. That was the rum runner. What are you going to do now?
That's what I'm going to figure out.
You're going to figure out?
You can always have a bartender at the
Yeah, I mean, you can run a bar, yeah. I will make
It
one
didn't
drink.
completely
bourbon.
stop because Prohibition stopped.
Yeah.
Have we gained any experience or skills during those few years?
No. Things were slow.
Wait, what year is it?
It's 1932.
Prohibition's
Actually, I
still
will.
going on.
Yeah, is it
For
really?
one more year.
Prohibition. We still got one more year.
I'm still surviving.
All through.
Well, even if it stops, it's
So
your job will still be there.
Do I
So you're
have-
like, this is never gonna go. I've always got a steady income. Yeah, I'm sorry, for those of you who have played, pick 2 skills, do improvement checks on them for the time that's passed.
Skills, do I have to take the ones that, for the investigator? Could I put points in the ones?
We'll give you ones for others, for your other points here in a minute.
Okay.
Just worry about the occupation.
So you said pick
Gotcha.
2 skills and roll for.
We'll make an improvement check on them. Try to make an improvement.
Any two you choose.
Neither?
I got like below a 10 on both of them.
Nice. You're like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like if this was like, regular rules, I'd be fine.
Yeah. Be critting.
At least that one up.
No. Let's see here.
Yeah, this is usually like the lengthiest part of the process is picking out how many points you want to put in your skills for the guys who are making characters.
Remind me again how I know if I made it or not.
If it's over,
Over it? Okay, that's what
Yeah,
I
you
was
gotta roll
thinking.
over on this.
That's
Right
what I
now.
was thinking.
Yeah,
But I
to
want
to be
improve skill.
successful, you want to be under to increase. You want to roll over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it harder to increase your skills as they get better.
Well, this one will be really easy to do. Yes.
I thought you said there were extra pencils.
You have them.
So it's a good thing I went back home.
Yeah, you take that already, so I didn't bother.
How you doing? You're done? Awesome. So take intelligence times 2.
I'm the same lousy pilot, but at least I have more charm.
Yeah, intelligence times 2. And for any other skills that you want to put in.
Oh.
For your unchecked skills.
Okay.
So yeah. Jeremy Travis,
Thank you. I
What was
know
that again?
for your other skills, and when you get done with your occupation
I was
skills,
originally
take
gonna
intelligence
check
times
on
2
something,
and put
so
it
you
in
said
any of those
what
other
I
skills
think.
that aren't checked.
Okay.
It's for your other stuff.
Like I completely, I was looking 30 minutes earlier.
Like your drive auto, if you don't have a drive auto.
Gotcha.
Now keep that in mind, you don't need to be a race car driver. I only make you roll a drive auto is like if you're trying to do something tricky.
Gotcha.
I assume you can get from point A to point B without hitting a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Unless you're hit.
Unless that one over here.
We don't trust him with our cars.
Well, you blew up the plane.
I'm actually older now.
Yeah, but 2
3
years.
years
Well,
older.
You're 21 now?
Yeah,
Ah.
I'm 21.
He didn't blow up the plane. He put his alcohol in the fuel depot, which we then put in the plane, which blew the plane up.
Right.
It was my stash.
Very poorly hidden. Well, actually, very well hidden. Too well.
Make sure to age
My
up
secret
too.
stash is going to come out the day after Prohibition.
Nice.
So I'm just going to say,
I was rolling for
December
something,
6th,
and then I said
1933,
that,
that's
and
the
then I
day.
forgot what I was rolling.
That's when my good bourbon comes out.
The best
Nice.
talk was intimidated. I made it on
Prohibition
either.
ends. Sad day.
Let me know when you guys got those
Like I
skills
said, the
done.
bootlegger is still going to go
And
on.
we'll do a little bit of
They'll never
background and
stop.
we'll
Still
be able to
happens
begin.
now.
We'll go with that.
I'm from a dry county, so yep, still there.
My grandfather lived in Dry County, but he was a bootlegger like crazy.
Yep.
One of the better ones, too, from what I hear.
As long as he didn't go blind, he's good.
Well, it's like this. I had some when I was in high school, and he died when I was 2. And it was still smooth enough I could drink it.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was pretty good stuff.
You want like a revolver or
But-
automatic?
Very well.
My wife went to college at Murray State, and Murray's a dry county. And it's so funny
Yeah.
because you go down there, and literally you can just see like an almost non-stop line of cars driving across into Tennessee to get here to come back.
Yep.
That's what they used to do in Hartington before we went moist.
What the heck is moist?
The city's
You-
wet with the county and stuff.
So it's a D10 for damage.
Something like that. You cannot have bars. If you're gonna sell liquor, you have to have food. But if you're selling it in the store, it has to be a separate store.
They're doing that.
It is very confusing, and that's why we can't get any new businesses, because it took us forever to get Olive Garden. Well, we were supposed to get Menards. No, not Menards. It was Myers, but Myers didn't want to build another
don't
building
worry.
for their liquor.
They keep their liquor in a separate area.
Always make it
But
run
they-
out of the dramatic.
But the way
keep
it
it a separate
works,
building.
that's why Kroger's has a second
Yeah, like a
building
lot
for
of
their
your
liquor.
equipment.
Because I think
Don't
it
worry
has to do
about
with
a
you
lot
can only
about
sell
like
it during
equipment
certain
other
times
than
as
like
well,
your
so you have to be able to
weapon.
close that building
Travis?
off during those
Okay.
times.
I always play equipment kind of like off your luck. Like if I
was
assume
in
your
days
character
we
would
were wet,
normally have
surrounded
it,
by dry
I will
counties,
make you
so-
make a luck roll.
All I know
see
is
if you
back
remember to
before
carry
we
it.
went
Like, do I have my magnifying
if
glass?
you're going to
Yeah,
Boston,
roll up.
Kentucky,
See if you
which
remember to
was
pack
out
it.
in
That way we don't have to worry about making a great big
Nelson,
list.
that was where
Is
the
there
line of
staff
cars
Molotov
are, or it was
cocktails
over in
I think
that.
there
Blizzport.
is.
Because
That's
I'm
where
not
the bars
even know
are.
that.
I'm
They're
pretty sure
right
there
on the
is.
line.
That would probably be throw.
I know, and I
You
don't
don't
have
have to talk about
throw.
like damage. It does like a burn damage.
I have 20%. I should have took more throw.
Yes. That's one of the skill checks I made. to improve.
I got one more point.
Now,
in my
Michael,
loss.
you're going to remember this
Lock
game, so I need you to
picking.
shut up. You played this game.
Uh-oh.
No. I'm
know-
just.
I know.
You're going to recognize what's going on.
I know better than to use player knowledge.
There you go. I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, there is
How's
Molotov
it different?
cocktail.
How's it different from any other time we play?
That's true. True point.
Okay, I'm done with the
26
skills.
plus burn.
Now what?
All right, so we're done with that. Let's roll up your background. On the back sheet, you got ideology and beliefs and a bunch of stuff like that. We're going to start off there. Roll a d10 for your ideology or belief.
3.
3. Science has all the answers.
I was going to go with that one anyway.
Pick a particular interest. Evolution, cryogenics, space exploration. Science has all the answers. What's your
You know, you could always have money for
9.
radiology.
9.
That's where they believe that radio
Money
works.
is
What's the
power, and I'm
big
going to get all I can. He is the
What was yours?
anti-magnet.
Antiquarian, money is power. Yeah.
Yeah. Fix you.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm
Okay.
nice to her?
There you go. Probably helps you. Yeah, probably helps you with your business. Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly.
Next.
All right, significant people. Roll d10.
5.
A partner, a spouse, a fiance, lover. Somebody's important to you that way. What do you got?
4.
4. A child, a son or a daughter.
You have a child.
It may not be your son or daughter. Maybe somebody
Oh, that's
else.
a little weird though.
Could be a change.
Could it be like a,
Some kid comes to the store and gets candy. Yeah.
a private investigator I work with?
Could be.
For a partner?
Could be.
Yeah.
Like Sam Spade and what was the other guy's name? Oh, blanking out on the guy that got
Philip
shot.
Marlowe? No, that was the guy who wrote it.
Yeah.
Nephew.
Nephew? There you go. No, we'll go with nephew. There you go. Okay, here's how they're important. Roll d10. They taught you something. Somebody
7.
taught you
Oh, that's cute.
something. There you go.
7.
7. You idolize your partner.
Okay, he taught me how to
Want to be with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, taught you everything. Could be your mentor or what have you. There you go. Meaningful location. Roll a d10.
8.
8. Your family home. There may be a country estate, or it could be a rented flat, orphanage in which you were raised, anything like that. Some kind of place where you were raised.
I'm sorry, I bought a book before I came here.
What do you got for location?
Sorry, I was reading.
Okay.
He taught me the cost of old vintage toys.
There you go. Nice.
1.
A 1. Your seat of learning, a school or university. Somehow that's important to you.
Okay. I guess my university.
University, Miskatonic. All right. There you go. A treasured possession. Roll d10, please.
7.
7. Something you found, but you don't know what it is. You seek answers. A It could be a letter you found in a cupboard written in an unknown language, a curious pipe of unknown origin, a curious silver bell you picked up, you dug up in your garden, something weird.
That he found in his garden?
Or that he, it could have found anything.
Something that he dug up. It could be
Or did it
a
find
weird-shaped
him?
bone.
I was thinking about being a
I don't know. He's
World
all about
War One vet.
You want to be that makes sense. You want to be a vet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I found something in on the battlefield that
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Like a weird stone or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Some kind of writing or something, or some kind of symbol in it? That sounds cool. All right, so what do you, your treasure position, roll D10. 10 is a pet. A dog, a cat, or a tortoise, or something like that. A pet.
Cool.
You got a pet.
And you can't have a bear or a wolf or anything.
No.
Oh, Rosalie bear.
No. Got the money for it, possibly.
this time.
She has a Bengal tiger.
Yeah, you're right. Could I have?
Your antiquarian should have a cat.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what kind of cat? A sphinx.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the furless cat.
You got a naked cat.
Yes. It's a cool, rare cat that costs a lot of money.
Their butt
Boston.
gets
This cat's
stuck
gonna
to
be
everything.
cold.
Why do you think I always have it in my coat?
Their butt gets stuck to everything.
And they're
though.
ugly.
So I love them.
Okay, traits? No, wait.
Yeah, trait. Roll D10.
3.
3. You're a dreamer. You're given the flights of fancy. You're a visionary. You're highly creative.
I guess that goes with my space exploration.
I guess so. You read that lowbrow sci-fi stuff.
I read that H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. 4? Ooh. You're a hedonist. You're a life of the party.
Hedonist, all right.
Entertaining drunk.
Isn't all of my characters like that?
You tend to fight that way. I'm a little worried about your future, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think I would be too.
Yeah, I'm a little
She
worried.
always rolls that.
Well, yeah. I'm
She's a
little
hedonist
worried.
and you're religious. This is
Well,
not.
but I'm also a gambler and risk taker.
And
Yeah.
we love money.
Well, the money, no, I'm
Still.
religious.
There you
I
go.
have money,
But you
but I
love
help.
Even with
But I
that
help people with
There
money.
you go.
That's not my
Injuries and scars?
No, don't worry about that. That's all blemishes up to you, my man.
Oh, phobias and manias, all right.
That'll
No,
come.
those will come.
Those will come.
Oh,
As I say, I haven't filled out my first
I don't know. I think we're all terrified of sentient knives and ghouls.
Where do I put the
Yeah. Sentient knives and
wealth or
whatever the
whatever?
thing was.
Oh, it's
We don't
over
really
here,
possess.
down here on
No.
credit rating.
Credit
The
rating.
number you, first column, about a little over midway's down.
Everything. Oh, you want like some 45s or something? I imagine
Yes.
you want like a 45.
Yeah.
I think it's what, D10 plus 2 for 45?
Yes.
Yeah.
How much money do we need for one of those?
Huh?
So how much money do we need for one of those?
Oh, 45?
Yeah.
Not much, really.
Hey,
You want a 45?
maybe. Remember, I'm poor.
Yeah.
4.
D10 plus
Oh,
what?
why am I with you? I'm a hedonist. That's not cool.
What? He knows how to make. He knows how to make some drinks.
Still have a business mindset.
Because you like
30
money
bucks.
and he has free
Because
booze.
you like the booze that I have. How much?
$40 for not about.
Because it doesn't say anything about if you like money, do you like spending the money or just taking in the money?
38 would be a
Both.
25.
Oh, I can do that.
That's
Because
much more than your price
you can get it
range.
for free from him.
That's
so
only
think of
D10.
it that
That's
way.
not bad. Yeah. Saturday special. There you go.
Back down to my $3.
All right, so let us begin.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry.
I thought we did like possessions and stuff too.
We're not gonna. Again, I'm not gonna worry about like every kind of item that you want to pack. If I think your character would have it, I'll make you roll up. Like with him with the PI. Do you have your spyglass? I don't know. Your magnifying glass? I don't know. Roll up. So you remember to have
So you
it in
just
your
like
pocket.
ask if you have it.
Yeah. If it makes sense that you have it, I normally just say, yeah, you got it. If I'm like, did you remember to carry it? Roll you. Okay. Now,
Damage bonus.
huh? Oh yeah, damage bonuses. And your hit points, because those are important.
Yeah.
Your hit points is the difference between your strength and your size, the low stat. the rolled stat that you have. Take your strength and your size, add them together, divide by 2.
Okay.
So it should be somewhere between 3 and 18 or something like that. Con and size, I'm sorry. Con and size. Yeah.
Con inside.
Yeah, con and size. Thank you.
Okay.
And then they got their sanity too.
I'll give them the sanity.
you
That's
did
their
their
power.
sanity? Okay.
So 13.
So yeah, 13 hit points. That sounds about right. And then roll your strength.
So
Give me your strength and your con and add them together.
Oh, the small one?
Yeah, the small one.
Did you just add that or?
No, I had to.
No, give me the big stat. I'm
when we
sorry.
rolled, I
Strength
went
and
above.
size. Add them together. Big stat.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that's why I have so much sanity.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm drunk all the time.
150.
115.
Oh, 115. None. You have no damage bonus. You're just
Just
you're not
regular
not-
Joe.
I
Just
mean, it
regular
would
Joe.
make sense
Okay.
because
What's your strength and size added together, sir? The big
Which is
stats.
stupid brave.
120.
What?
120?
Something toward me? Go
Oh,
ahead.
you just don't make the cut. Yeah, you're no damage bonus neither.
We're all just normal
They're
people.
all just normal guys. Apparently, you get somebody else to carry y'all's books to school. That's all right. Your magic points are the same as your power.
Oh.
Your low stat.
Oh yeah, cash it.
Okay.
Oh, and your cash, your ready cash on hand. It's based on your credit rating. What's your credit rating?
50.
50?
Yeah.
Ah, here we go.
The entire set's not standard. None of the masters have but there are older
You have about $80 in cash on you. You have about $2,000 in assets. What's your credit rating, sir?
10.
10? Wow. Just a step above 4. You're low end average. You've got $20 in your pocket, and you got about 500 in assets, maybe a car or something like that.
Did I take driving?
Huh?
God, I hope I took driving.
Don't worry about driving again.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make it like don't make it roll when you really need it.
Okay.
And only one person's usually driving anyway, unless you got several cars.
Oh, then maybe I should take those points and put them somewhere else.
As your choice. All right, so let's get this party started. All right, so again, the year is 1932. You guys have spent your time checking out some other stuff, and the original group has grown. They managed to grab a PI, a physician, and an antiquarian amongst their group, and into the occult group. They're basically like debunkers. They run around. They hired out to kind of check out stuff. So they're kind of like some ghost hunters. Early stuff.
Mythbusters?
Yeah, kind of Mythbusters, ghost hunters kind of stuff. So they go and either prove or disprove things that other people think. It's kind of like a hobby of yours. We all meet like once a month, look over some cases, decide what has merit, and go and check it out. We usually meet at this person's state. So let's go around the table and introduce ourselves, what we do.
Personal name or character?
Your personal name, character. We are live streaming, so yeah.
So I'm Wes. My character's name is Joey Lazy Eye Hellman. I'm a bootlegger, professional. Bringing this,
professional.
yeah, absolutely, bringing this new alcohol to Massachusetts called bourbon. It's a good thing. You guys should try it sometime.
But you can't make it in Massachusetts.
All right. So.
My name's Kayla, and I am playing Captain Maya Reynolds. She is a pilot who has been. She owns the plane. That is her plane.
She is the pilot.
My name is Michael. My character is Matt Mackerel. He is an engineer. He fixes the plane.
A lot.
I'm Travis. I play Roger O'Connell. I'm a private investigator, apparently down on his luck. Got the
newspaper in the shoe and all that.
Nice. Hey, I'm Eric from Bloat Games. I play Dr. Jonathan Corbin, I believe was the name. Yes, Dr. Jonathan Corbin. And I have hooked up with these people to help them debunk myths.
Hi, my name is Annette. I play a character also named Annette, but her name is Annette Headley. She is a professor, widow, and everybody likes to come to my house to our meetings.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Connor. My character's name is Harold Richards. He's an antiquarian, and he has a Sphinx cat, so he's living it up. Living it up.
The skin cat.
Not skinless, furless.
Hairless cat.
It has hair, not fur.
It has skin, not hair. Eventually we'll get it right.
There we go. Everybody just looks at it and
They
that's
have
weird,
very
man.
thin
That's
hair.
weird.
I love him.
I always thought they were just like a native mole rat hair.
They have hair.
You're just weird, man.
Yeah, well, I'm an antiquarian. What do you expect? They tend to be weird people. Alone and sad.
Nice. Okay, so we all meet at our friend's house, and we're going over some cases. You got an interesting letter that you want to share with the group.
I have another interesting letter.
Yeah, because it comes from the same area that you've been to before. One of the few places you've been to that actually had something that that was real. Yeah, the last time we were here, we ran across a couple ghosts and most likely a poltergeist. One of them which became real, possessed a person, and ran off with like a member of the family. It possessed a member of the family and got away.
Oh,
She was the tutor.
She was, yeah, it was like, yeah.
And she was nosy. Everybody doesn't like the nosy lady.
Okay, so who wants to read the letter?
One of you guys, please.
All right.
I dropped out of high school.
Good excuse.
I'm the teacher, so I let everybody else do it.
All right. Dear sir, I am an acquaintance of Amelia Apricot, a friend of yours from North Ashfield. She stated that you were of assistance with a problem she was experiencing some years back. I understand you and your associates are capable investigators who may be of service to me now. A few days ago, my husband and two of his workers were murdered in the North Ashfield Cemetery. The sheriff believes some wandering maniac is responsible and is now concentrating his efforts elsewhere in the county in order to prevent the fiend from escaping. I personally believe that the sheriff is wrong about the case and that no mere man was responsible. Further, I saw some unusual things that night, the night of my husband's murder, and believe that there is more than this than the public has been led to believe. I don't know if it is relevant, but the sheriff says that my husband is responsible for illegally opening and reusing graves in the cemetery. It seems evidence against him is firm, but I don't know if this had anything to do with his murder. Please contact me either in person or by telephone as soon as possible. I fear that the killers, it's questioned, are still in the North Ashfield area, contrary to what the sheriff says, and I feel that I and my daughters may be targeted next. I am willing to compensate you for your trouble. Please hurry. Emily Oakes.
Sounds interesting. What do y'all think?
Well, was he selling scientists, probably? Bodies?
Well, they were still
At that
needing
time, they would sell them
cadavers.
because
Yeah.
cadavers, they were
Yes.
very low on them.
That could be, but that wouldn't get him killed.
Ghost.
Family members.
So you guys get this
Could
one.
be a
This letter was dated
future
on the 10th. You guys received it on the 13th.
I think we should at least give him a ring.
Did they give the number in there?
She did.
Yes.
She did at the very bottom.
She did?
Uh-huh.
What was the lady's name again?
Emily.
Oakes. Now, you guys do remember some things that have been happening in North Ashfield that you read about in the papers.
Place gives me the
Best
heebie-jeebies.
library use role, I'd say, will let you remember or go grab the clippings.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll give him
Library use.
Yeah, but what do we
Roll percentile. Roll.
I got I got extreme success.
Got extreme success?
I got a hard success.
I got a hard success.
I got the highest level. That's extreme, right?
I have no idea.
Paper.
Look at your library
Who can
use.
afford to buy a paper these days?
I rolled
They're
a
10 cents.
76.
And what does your library use? Big number?
The big number?
Yes.
Do you have it, or
In
is
the
it
big
just
box.
20?
Oh, it's 25.
Yeah.
Okay, then you missed it.
Yeah. You guys no idea.
I
All
I
right.
got a hard. I got a hard one. Hard
So Michael
success.
remembers a couple of these. Some things that have happened.
check it.
So
So I can read.
who all made all the successes? Everybody succeeded. Position didn't succeed.
Other numbers.
So you three, basically.
That's a hard success and that's an extreme success.
Here, Michael, you can read the first one. You
Okay.
remember the first one?
All right. Let's see here. Three
This
dead.
is from the Globe. Yeah.
3 dead in North Ashfield. Killer still at large. Early this morning, the bodies of 3 men were found in the caretaker's cottage at the North Ashfield Cemetery. Dead are the cemetery's owner, 50-year-old Robert Oakes, and 2 of his workers, Sheila Wims, age 79, and Stephen Gilmont, age 25. The murders occurred overnight, and the method and reason behind it are still unknown. According to the Sheriff Bill Taggart of the Franklin County Sheriff's Department, the 3 men were killed by a maniac who was probably wielding either a hatchet or a large carving knife. The scene is reported to be extremely gruesome, with the victims apparently being dismembered by the fiend in a frenzy of death and mayhem. The bodies have been turned over to the Franklin County coroner, and Sheriff Taggart has vowed to bring in the killer. North Ashfield is a small town in rural Franklin County. It is not an area known for violent crime, and the graphic nature of these murders has shocked the community. Neighbors report Robert Oakes, owner of the cemetery, as well as a nearby funeral home, to be new to the area. Having moved with his wife, Emily, and daughter, Ellen, to the North Ashfield only 6 months or so ago. The 2 workers were both caretakers and were local men. The Globe will continue to follow this tragic story as it develops.
Okay, so a couple days later, on the 10th, this clipping comes out.
Murder investigation expands. Sheriff calls for civilian volunteers. In the wake of October 7th murders of Robert Oakes, Silas Wems, and Stephen Gilmont, Sheriff Bill Taggart of the Franklin County Sheriff's Department followed up his pledge to make catching the... We didn't read it.
Need some theme music, it's alright.
Franklin County Sheriff Department followed up on the pledge of to make catching the killer a maximum priority. Civilian volunteers are being deputized in order to carry out a county-wide manhunt. Sheriff Taggart believes the killer is a wandering hobo or tramp and is concentrating men at train stations and major road intersections. Road and rail lines are being patrolled by deputies and volunteers in automobiles and on horseback, and the sheriff is confident the case will be wrapped up soon. Already, many people have called into the sheriff's department, but so far little relevant information seems to have been received. Sheriff Taggart urges anyone with pertinent information on this case to telephone the Franklin County Sheriff Department.
All right, so one of the last things you guys remember reading.
Go ahead.
So you found the last one. You want to read it?
Not really, but we.
You can read. You hand someone else. If you want to read it.
I was sure to say. I think my eyes are going to work today.
Okay.
Scandal rocks Franklin County. Sheriff announces grave tampering. The case of the murder of Robert Oakes and his workers at the North Ashfield Cemetery took a strange twist today. Sheriff Bill Taggart announced to reporters in Greenfield that records collected at near the scene of the crime indicate that up to 24 graves were illegally tampered with by cemetery personnel. The motives. Okay, this is kind of okay. The motives for this appear to be financial. Sheriff Taggart did not provide specific details since the murder investigation is still in progress. However, he did state that he believed old graves were being disinterred, and sold to new clients. The contents of the graves were allegedly then taken to the crematorium in the nearby funeral home and disposed of there. This activity was apparently confined to an old section of the cemetery, isolated from the rest by trees. Sheriff Taggart refused to indicate whether families of those who were in violated graves are now suspects in the murder investigation.
Okay, so now we found out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
With the
Harvey's like,
Is it me or are these fuzzy?
You're a little fuzzy.
Okay.
yeah, they're all because it's been.
So those
stretched.
that don't come out over the past few days, you remember reading about North Ashfield, and now you kind of like, oh, okay, we got something definitely going on here. Somebody's definitely hurt the family here, and poor old the poor husband and the workers are dead. Obviously, some things have happened that may or may not cause this to be such a to have been deserving of such a fate. But obviously, somebody's done something here. You said you were going to keep track of going to contact. We're going to contact Emily. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, who's going to contact Emily? We have
Got
the
the
number.
phone.
The letter is addressed to Dear Sir again because they feel like a professor has to be a male.
It has to be male. There you go.
I guess I will be calling Miss Oakes.
Okay. You're going to call Miss Oakes?
Yes.
All right. So you ring through, and after a couple of
You've got
rings, you
best
hear
listening.
you hear a slightly
I
shaky. Hello.
Is Miss Oakes there?
Speaking.
Hi, Miss Oakes. This is Professor Headley. You sent me a letter.
Oh, you sound like surprised again. This woman's voice. Oh, Miss Headley. Miss Headley. Yes. I sent a letter. Yes, Amelia had told me that you were some people that I might be able to contact to help.
Well, we have looked at that and looked at some of the newspapers articles around this time and decided that we would come and talk with you and see if we could figure out something.
Oh, we appreciate any kind of assistance you can give. Absolutely. Thank you so much for when can we expect you?
Well, we'll see when the next train is, and then we can be there. First of the week. First of next week.
Oh, all right. Well, very good. So yeah, if we look at a calendar, like it arrived to you guys on the 13th. So yeah, which would be a Thursday. Friday's tomorrow will be Friday. So you're looking at being there maybe Monday?
Yes.
Very well. That'll be fun. Yes, anything you could do to help that would be wonderful.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, so you take off the phone. Do you want to try to contact the Apcotts or anything like that? You still have their number.
Shall we call the Apcotts and find out how they're doing since we're going to be down there anyway?
Probably wouldn't hurt. See if anything's happened since
Yeah.
they ever found the.
See if there's any ties with them and this, because if they're going through graves, remember they lost a couple of family members.
Yes.
They were the referral source.
Yes. I'm trying to remember the names. I didn't write them down.
Amelia was
Amelia.
the matron. Allison was the one who ran off, was possessed and taken.
Let's see if she
The
ever came
tutor.
back.
The tutor was.
Huh?
The tutor
Oh, the
was.
teacher. Yeah, it was. I thought Allison. Yeah.
No,
And
it was
another
the teacher.
game that I ran.
Yeah.
Allison.
Amelia survived. She's
Amelia survived.
Like-
Allison survived. Yeah, the whole
And-
family survived. And this, unfortunately, the tutor got possessed.
And we all survived too, surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
Barely.
No, did well.
Well, stop trying to
Scary
grab
touch.
strong
Good
knives.
scary touch. Michael got a bad touch.
Well, let's call Amelia and make sure everything's going okay with
I
them
made sure
since
you
we're
had
coming
your
down anyway.
Okay. All right. And honestly, you would have kind of kept up with the boy, Julian. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Julian was the boy because he's still trying to doing his writing thing, and you kind of encourage him and stuff as far as his writing. You guys have a little bit of correspondence because that's what they did back in the day. It's all the writers kind of wrote to each other.
Yes.
So yeah, call them, and of course you recognize Allison's voice. She picks up the phone. I've got residence. Yes.
Hi, Allison. This is Professor Headley. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for calling. Yes. Are you calling about poor Emily?
Yes, we're going to be coming down there next week to see her, and we wanted to check in with you and make sure everything was still going okay.
Oh, we're doing fine. Thank you. We haven't had anything else happen since you guys came here. So apparently, you know, whatever you guys have done, it had done a job. I do feel sorry about that poor teacher, though. Yes. Would you like to speak to Amelia?
We can do that when we come down there.
Okay. Well, when will you be coming down?
We'll be coming down the first part of the week, Monday.
Okay. Well, you need a place to stay? We have the room still?
That would be wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, remember, like, there wasn't even like an inn or a lodge or anything like that. So yeah, it's a good place to stay. Okay. Well, I'll make sure that the kids make sure that and we'll make sure the room and everything is set up and set for you all. And will you need the car? Do you know?
I don't know about that
Did
yet.
they get a new
Possibly.
No. Oh yeah, they had to get a new car because the teacher drove off and
I
yelled.
don't think that was the issue. I think
Yeah,
it was
they
the fact
got a
that no one
newer
could
car.
drive it.
Yeah, they've got yeah.
We may. I'm not for sure yet.
All right. Very well. So yeah, we'll just call when you reach Greenfield.
Okay, thank you
So
very
we'll
much.
know you're coming. Thank you, because I'd still give them a good hour, even though it's like, what, 10 miles away. So yeah, again, still transportation has not improved a whole lot, so you still got to take a train from Boston to Greenfield, then find some sort of transportation from Greenfield, which is the county seat, to North Asheville. And it's all over country roads, no paved roads, no nothing like that. So, and old jalopies running a ripping speed of about 35 miles an hour. Now over the course of the time, like you remember the next day when you guys get up and start doing some investigations and stuff like that. Now on, you guys got the letter on the 13th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you remember going through the papers too, and you come across that one.
North Ashfield farmer missing. Is the cemetery killer responsible? They gave this guy a name.
Cemetery killer.
Today, Rebecca Gray, wife of Donald Gray, a North Ashfield farmer, reported to the Franklin County Sheriff that her husband has been missing since last night. According to Miss Gray, she last saw her husband when he stepped outside to check on some livestock. Sheriff Taggart was hesitant to connect this case to the killings of Robert Oakes and his two workers on the evening of October 7th. He stated that Mr. Gray was not one of the deputized civilian volunteers, and no bodies have turned up anywhere in the county. Donald Gray has lived near North Ashfield his entire life. According to his neighbors, he was born and raised on the Gray farm and inherited the land upon the death of his father in 1923. He is described as a warm, jovial man with many friends and no enemies. Miss Gray could not be reached for comment. Anyone with information on this case is asked to contact Franklin County Sheriff immediately. Donald Gray is age 51, 5'10", 200 to 210 pounds, with curly black hair streaked with gray. He was last seen wearing coveralls, work boots, and a flannel shirt.
All right.
When was that article?
That was on the 10th. So
On the 10th.
that was a couple days ago. Now, you guys get up and it's like the 14th, and keep looking through Ross papers, and there was another one on or about the 12th. You want to read this one? Okay.
Second parents in North Asheville. Authorities are back.
So it'd be going there.
Yesterday evening, Hugh Donovan, father of 17-year-old Myra Donovan, reported his daughter missing to the Franklin County Sheriff. She was last seen the evening before by her parents, and was supposed to be retiring for the evening. Miss Donovan is the second person to go missing in Franklin County in recent days. While the Donovan family declined to comment, neighbors described Miss Donovan as being a pretty young woman with a quiet demeanor. Sheriff Taggart admits that this case is baffling since there is no known reason for her to leave the area of her own accord. Whether this case is connected to the disappearance of Donald Gray a few days ago or to the murders of October 7th is not yet known. Sheriff Taggart asks anyone with relevant information on this or the other cases to contact the Franklin County Sheriff's Department immediately. Ms. Donovan is 5'4", 105 pounds with brown hair, blue eyes, a fair complexion, and a slight build. She was last seen wearing a plaid skirt and a white blouse. The disappearance of Myra Donovan is the latest in a recent string of mysteries to plague North Ashfield. This is unprecedented for the small, sleepy community, and many residents are becoming worried or agitated over the matter.
All right, so had some things going on in that time. So farmers missing, kids missing. So something's definitely going on in the community. Murders are happening.
Missing
You
people.
feel like maybe step up the timetable a little bit?
Do we want to leave out early? Get down there a little early. We can call Amelia.
I mean, it's still early in the day Friday. I mean, you could leave today and be there
I mean,
this
if we
evening.
get there, it gives us a day to investigate only knowing we're there.
True, if Amelia can keep her mouth shut.
That's what we'll tell her now. Get there.
Didn't know Amelia to be a gossip. Allison would be more the gossip. But yeah.
And she ran away.
This is true. I wonder if they got a new tutor.
Maddie would be about 10 now. Julian would be about 16.
Why don't
Are
we
you
go
really
ahead and call-
feeding him? I'm calling you out back there and not on camera. Did I just see you feed him?
Wow.
I didn't want him to pick it up with his hand.
Oh
He's
my
playing
god.
Oh, goodness.
You getting to get a bib for him. I just had to call that out. My spot hidden was on point today.
You didn't have to roll. Why don't we go ahead and call and see if we can get a train today?
Yeah, it's still early in the day. You can get a train there. You can be there by 2. You can be in Greenville by 2. You can probably be in North Ashfield with a car by about 3 or 4. Still give you plenty of time to get out there to the Oaks residence.
And then we could go out to the cemetery, look at it, see what's going on. Funeral home. And we need to look at the crematorium as well.
All right.
Okay.
So we make arrangements are made, tickets are purchased, all that stuff. So you get the image of the train running on up to Greenville, which is again the county seat. Choo 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 choo. And once you get in Greenville, now you can get a car here. You can rent a car. They do have a place where you can, like a dealership here, where you can get the car on loan for like a week if you want. Rather sell it, but yeah, he understands that you're only here for a short time. He can loan it to you for like $20 for the week.
Yeah, that's no problem.
So okay, so that's done. That's not a hard deal.
Okay, but now who's going to drive?
Who's the driver? Who's our best driver?
Not me.
Yeah, who's the alcoholic driver?
Yeah.
I'm base.
I drink too much.
I'm base.
Base.
I
I'm
dropped.
a pilot, not a driver.
Doctor? How are we doing over there?
I can drive.
Doctor says he can drive.
You can drive. Awesome. Then you drive because I'm at base as well.
Okay. All right, so the doctor drives.
Drive.
And it's a large touring sedan, so everybody can fit. It's one of those big ones.
So proud.
We have what, 8, 6, 7 people? Yeah, 7 people. Yeah, it'll fit. It'll fit. Yeah, 3 in the front, 4 in the back. Okay, everybody get kind of close.
Throw someone on the roof.
You can get on. The pilot can get on the engineer's lap. It's not funny.
Somebody, since there's no seatbelts at this time,
There's no
somebody could be in the
seatbelts.
very back too.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
back in the
And you got that
luggage
pull
area.
out rumble seat kind of thing. You throw all your luggage and strap it down.
I'm sleeping in the back.
Best bed ever.
There you go.
Passing out. sleeping. Same thing.
Now, if I remember right, there are only 2 rooms available
Right.
at the Apcot's place, so it's like girls' place.
Yes. And this time we've got a few.
What is your character
Her
today?
boy.
Boy.
What's his name? I
Harold.
forgot. Harold? I got to get his name. Okay.
So we've got a few
So
more
we've got
boys
Harold,
this
we
time.
have Stephen,
Jonathan.
Jonathan. I'm way off with names today. And the PI, what's the PI's name?
Roger.
Roger. Okay. So all the guys are all kind of cramped up. There's 2 ladies like all stretched out in the other room going, You guys are like fighting for the bed.
Well, he said he'd sleep in the car.
You sleep in a, oh no, we got you can
I'll
sleep in
pass
like
out.
a sofa in a den or whatever. We're fine.
Where I fall.
Yeah, we're
I was a soldier.
Leah's gonna have a talk with you about the evening and drink.
Wherever they can fall down is where
There you go. Yeah, you slept rough before. We all know. You might need some new shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Should've
so
had
we go on
last
drive
night's
to the
dump
Apcots
shoes.
first, or we go to the Oaks?
I would
job.
say let's go to them.
Sheriff.
Well, we want to get rid of our luggage. So I'd say go to Abcott's first, drop off our
Unload.
luggage, unload.
I mean, at the same time, if they're on a hunt for anybody who's different, we might want to let the sheriff know we're here.
This is true, but we can always, if we get pulled over, we can say we're visiting the Abcott's. Because
The sheriff might recognize us due to
True.
the
And we
incident
were-
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, so he may recognize
there?
us.
Well, he had.
He would have had to come for reporting and all that stuff.
For the missing.
Yeah,
You kind of
that's
want
it.
to talk to
He
them.
came after you passed out.
And he had ran off.
That's why I don't remember.
Yeah, you passed out before he got there.
Did you pass out?
It was
I
an
don't
eventful
remember.
You don't
evening.
remember?
I'd say let's just go get everything out. After we talk to her, make sure she doesn't
Blab.
her and her daughter. And then we can check in with the sheriff, let him know we're back in town, and then that we're going to be looking around.
Okay. So, we'll just run through that. We'll drop off stuff, say your highs and stuff to the Apcots. Now, again, are you going to the sheriff's place first, or are you going to the Oaks place first?
We're going to go see the sheriff
You want to see the
Get
sheriff?
some further information from the sheriff.
All right.
and let him know we're there investigating again. Hopefully he won't be too upset about it.
Yeah. That's because all sheriffs love civilians
So,
tromping around their crime scene.
Just be a
We're
civilian volunteer.
volunteering.
actually, we need to back up a little bit because the sheriff's in Greenfield, the county seat. So
Oh.
we'll need to do that before we'll retro
Okay. Then
retcon some of that.
I thought the
Yeah.
Ashfield had it.
Asheville does not have a sheriff. They
don't deal
does
with
not have a police
crime.
department.
That's
They have a
right.
county. They have Greenfield as the county seat, and he has the sheriff's department there, and he just kind of runs around.
Okay.
Does a circuit.
County sheriff.
Yeah, county sheriff. Thank you.
Well, we tell the sheriff before we leave Greenville then, because we're not driving back.
So the county sheriff's name is Bill Taggart. He's a new sheriff, but he does remember he was deputy when the other case was there.
There was
So he
some
does remember you
information
guys. He
hadn't
remembers
told
talking with
yet.
you all.
So
Say
we
again?
can see if there's anything
So yeah, we're gonna talk to him, see if there's anything he can tell us that.
he hasn't told reporters for obvious reasons.
No, and him and his deputy Willie, they're coming out of the back room, kind of grinning at each other when you guys come into the sheriff's department. You guys roll in. He's like, and Garrett's like, Taggart's like, I remember some of you guys. You helped with the APCOT
Yes.
person that ran off.
Yes,
right?
we did.
A school teacher, obviously a drunkard. Ran off.
We added a few new people to our group.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you're here about the cemetery killer, aren't you?
Yes, we are, and there's been a few missing people as well. So we were.
Yes. The Donovans and the other people. Yeah, there's been some. We've been running around, asking anybody they've seen anybody. We've, checked all the different places, and we picked up a few travelers, some hobos, stuff like that. And got one in the back, actually, trying to get him to wake up so we can question him. He's a little out of it. He's not doing too well. He's had a rough night apparently.
We have the same thing.
You know, someone that can identify with that very well.
I'm not saying it, but maybe if somebody had a little hair of a dog, might help them jog his memory. I'm not saying anybody's carrying because it's prohibition now and we wouldn't have that.
Well,
as he closes his desk.
Would you like us to try to talk to him?
You know, if you can talk to him, that'd be great. I'm actually gonna go check on somebody else. I'm gonna have Willie here. Come take you back and you guys can talk to him.
Okay.
Absolutely. Any help that you guys can get on this, that would be great. Willie, take you a pad and paper. He's like, I can't write very well, Sheriff. So do your best. Write down what he says. So you go back to the jail cell, and there's only one resident in there. There's all kind of crowd in the hallway. There's only one resident in there, and it's Pete, Stinky Pete. We'll call him Stinky Pete.
Lazy eye.
Stinky Pete's living up to his name.
Get along with
and
him.
he's snoring rather loudly in the cell. The cell's door's open, by the way. It's not locked.
You got any of that bourbon with you?
He always has the bourbon with him.
Maybe. What's it to you?
Yes, but see, one, you have to pay for it, and two,
Might be able
he's in the middle of the sheriff's office right now. So
Might be able to persuade the guy with some.
You have your flask. You could just offer him a small swig.
You offer the man a small drink.
Give him a snort.
He
He's
looks
kinda
thirsty.
sleeping.
Well, wake him up and offer him a drink.
Yeah, he's
No.
probably passed out drunk.
You would wake
Wakes up a little
for-
bit. What do you guys want? Oh man, I got a headache.
Yeah, I never had that problem.
Give him some hair of the dog.
Why do you have a headache?
Well, we had some of that bathtub stuff last night.
Sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it's not good.
Hair of the dog.
You got money?
No, man. I happen to be
give the man a drink.
indisposed at the
He's
moment.
thirsty.
He's what? What is this? This is a little different.
Yeah, it is.
He takes a swig and his eyes light up. He goes, "Oh, that's really good stuff." He snatched that up. And said,
You can get more for information.
You got any more?
Well, that depends.
It'll cost you.
He fishes through his pockets and he's got this nice gold watch. He goes, "I'll trade you that for that fifth." I mean, it's a nice gold watch, about $40.
Just hold.
You can at least let
I got
him
more.
finish.
Wait, we want him.
I got a suitcase full.
Anyway, he starts drinking. He's
Stop
like,
that. It's that we're trying to stop.
He's handing it over.
Okay, I'm going to take it away.
Hey, I paid for that.
Yeah, but you can't get drunk again yet.
Well, what do you all? What am I doing in here? I didn't do nothing wrong.
Well, do you know anything about the people missing or the murders?
People missing the murder. Everybody blames the hobo.
We're not blaming the hobo. We're asking if you saw something. Because people don't notice if you're there or not.
I saw something weird last night. I'm not sure what it was.
No, try to describe it.
I was camping out by the railroad tracks, like you do under the tunnel, and I was really just kind of sleeping off, and one guy come up, talk to me. He had weird clothes on, but he's trying to talk to me, but he's saying some kind of language I didn't understand. It was real ugly, guttural kind of sound. I don't know what he was trying to talk to me about. It was weird.
Okay.
You speak
What,
other languages?
what do you mean weird?
It's some kind of weird sound. I don't know much languages. I don't know.
What about his dress? You said he dressed kind of funny.
I mean, he said he was a count, but I know a pimp when I see one.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Okay.
I mean, that's all I know.
The professor's not used to having to deal with pimps.
I am.
How tall was
he was tall, kind of gray, slick back hair, Had his dark clothes with his ruffly kind of front on. Weird. Old clothes. I mean, old clothes.
About how old was he?
Oh, he couldn't have been much more than 50.
So like the clothes they used to wear
Back in the old days, yeah.
back when America first became.
Yeah. Yeah, had like velvety kind of clothes. You know, like pimp.
That just goes straight towards that.
With the ruffly front.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, we give him back his alcohol, and let's go in the other room and discuss this a little bit. Not that he's going to understand what we say.
Kind of tall. Had gray. Potential.
Who was that?
The guy went missing.
The guy went
Oh,
missing.
the guy who went
Smearing
missing.
notes.
That's true. Could possibly be. Okay, I don't think we're dealing with a pimp. First off.
No feather hat.
Not out here.
Sounds
Out
like
here,
he
he
has
would not look
ruffles.
that nice.
Well,
Ruffles.
that it sounds like it's somebody who's trying to play dress up in old, costumes. I mean, it is October. Are they doing early Halloween?
Could be early for, a little early for Halloween, but could be.
I mean, sounds like somebody's dressed up for the masquerade and did it as a revolutionary time period.
Could be, but I mean, what?
But why would he be over by the railroad tracks?
Wasn't there like a book that was written like 30 years ago? I don't read. There's this guy.
You heard about
He liked to bite people's necks. He wore clothes like that, right?
Dracula?
Dracula.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't think we have vampires.
I would doubt that.
Seen some weird shit. Maybe that's just the alcohol. Maybe that's me. I'm sorry.
Vampires like living hosts, not undead hosts.
That guy was living.
Yeah, if it was a vampire, he probably would have saw him as a free
I think
meal.
that's what he wore.
Yeah. Well,
Unless that guy had as much alcohol in his blood as he did in his stomach.
The drunken
vampire might not want
Ruffles.
Well, sometimes yes, but he was from the he was from even farther back.
Which one, Kyle?
Like, what are you looking for?
It's my dice on the other side.
Oh, dice pile.
Runaway dice.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
All right.
I found one.
That's all. That's the only one I found.
Oh, okay. Not a problem. Yeah, mine dropped a while ago too.
So that's
Well, they
that's about what
blended
we
into the
found with the hobo.
We can go check out the train tracks and see what he was, because we're near the train station anyway.
This is true. We're not far. We can
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Go
just got off the
check.
train.
We just got off the train. Yeah.
haven't got our car yet.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could see what he was looking over there.
And we probably need to eat too. So
Yeah. There's the cafe.
yeah, I'd say let's go to the cafe, eat, go to the
Look around the tracks and
Tracks.
see what we can find
All right.
and see if there's anything there.
that he could have dropped. I mean,
All right,
obviously he was
give
over
us-
there.
Somebody was there.
So get to where you think where the guy would have been, and some spot hiddens, looking around the hobo's campsite.
Yay!
You find
Oh, I'm pretty sure I did not.
different kinds of bones. Of
There's
various,
railroad tracks here.
Yeah, different
I
kinds of
got
bones of various small
success
animals that he had ate.
I see the railroad tracks.
I rolled under.
There's a nice side of railroad tracks.
How
They're very
far? I
pretty
see. What's your
railroad
normal
tracks.
skill?
I actually
45
have
and I
hard
rolled a
success.
24.
I could
Then you are doing.
You
did
did just barely above the hardest success, so
But
just
you
regular.
you made a regular.
Okay, I got a regular success. Woohoo!
Check that box.
Oh,
So yeah, next to it,
Check
check
it.
it
you
because
roll
at
on
the end
your
of the
big
game
stat.
we get to roll.
That's a regular
Oh,
success.
okay.
So
Yeah,
you
you-
roll
You get a
your
chance
half
to improve
stat,
your
that's
skill at the
hard.
end of the game.
Yeah,
You roll under your
Anything that
smaller
you-
I
stat.
can't seem to roll under a 70.
So basically, you want to go low.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're
Thank
not even trying to get. So when you're actually trying
So
to aim
spot
those
hidden's
skills
where we're all
up, you're
looking
going to aim low.
I've got a
so
75
like,
and spot
okay,
hidden. I
my
rolled a
max is
77.
Yeah.
That was his strength.
I had 80.
Well,
I
you did
rolled
better.
a
The lower you
89.
go.
Yeah. So who made an extreme? Anybody?
I didn't make an extreme. I made a hard.
Made hard.
Use hard, yes.
Couple hard. So everybody's got some hards. So It's a campsite. I mean, you see like some old chicken bones. How'd you do?
I
You go ahead and roll. We might have an extreme in here.
no.
No, I got nothing. He's got shoes.
Yeah, dirt.
I got
You
shoes.
just rolled a 7. didn't
So
you?
Yeah.
That's an extreme.
No, wait, what?
You want
He
to go
just
under?
told me it was under.
You want to roll?
you want to roll under?
Yeah,
rolled a
it was
7.
spot heavy.
Yeah.
What's your
roll
spot
a 7?
hidden? Because base is
55.
Yeah.
A 7 is an extreme.
You
Yeah.
rolled a 007.
Oh, I thought it was 70.
What's the small number on the bottom right hand?
Yeah.
Did you roll under that?
Yeah, it was a 7.
So extreme is success.
Yeah.
yeah. So we got an extreme hard and an A.
So.
So we found something.
So yeah, you did find something like under his old bedroll or whatever. There's a little bit of blood.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
That's something you should see a doctor for.
Yeah. Do we have a doctor?
I assume that I look at the blood. Is it dry?
Yeah, it's dry. It's been there a bit.
How much quantity wise?
Not a whole lot. Like
Could just be an open
half a cup, just a little spill.
Like you got a real bad scrape?
Yeah. Not a whole lot.
Let's see. I have science biology. Would I be able to use that in my doctor's knowledge to gain any further detail other than, hey, look, some dry blood?
You can roll it. Yeah.
Which one are you trying to go for?
The biology.
Okay.
Praise the blood.
Well, that way we know.
And nah.
92. There's blood here.
Yeah, there's dry blood here.
At least we know it's one.
It's a little pool. It's not a spray. It's a little pool, like in the bedroll.
So it could have been he cut himself in it.
He could have cut himself badge, or an animal
Underneath the bedroll or in the bedroll?
in the bedroll,
Where at?
like towards one end.
Like,
Can I roll a first aid to see?
Could have been the feet or the head. You're not sure how you
First
sleep.
aid's fixing people.
With his head.
A quarter, one of the top quarters.
Yeah, like one of the top
Yeah.
corners, exactly.
So it's either the bottom quarter or top quarter.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
He could have cut his feet or his head really bad.
I'm gonna blame this on.
Get off the vampire, okay? This is Cthulhu.
He's on to something, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that picture show.
Yeah?
Actually, the movie is just coming out in the
it's
VG.
It's popular right now.
Yeah, and it is
Oh, be an
playing right
imitator.
now. The movie is playing.
Oh, goodness.
You're not a real vampire, an imitator.
Wait a minute. When did what's his name do the radio World?
Oh, that was
World.
that was
a bit back.
50s.
Yeah.
Actually,
That was the 50s.
no. That was 30s. It's not hasn't happened yet.
Ah,
Yeah, Grover's Mill,
say.
the whole Grover's Mill. I think it was 37, 38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Hasn't
jumped out of
happened yet.
business.
no.
Literally. to
But
suicide.
yeah, Bela Lugosi's movie, that Foreigners movie, is out now.
Yeah, but he can't watch.
He saw it at the
snuck
Nickelodeon.
He's broke.
Snuck in.
Didn't watch
Oh,
the
this
movie.
is true.
Just
You watched
I
it
saw
from
it
afar.
You saw the
stand
poster?
once, and I was like, huh.
Saw the
that's weird.
poster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Did
the
you break
person
the
tried
cat?
to explain it to
You
me
broke
once.
the cat.
Oh, the
I didn't
cat's with
listen.
me in my coat.
Really?
Yeah.
It's October. It's cold.
in my coat.
The cat. What's the cat's name? Wilbur.
No, it is Klaus.
Klaus.
Klaus?
That's a cool.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's nice.
Now we're talking about more vampires.
Nice, Klaus. Klaus, the Sphinx cat.
You know,
Yeah.
you're all about the
Inside the-
vampire. Maybe you should
So
have
inside your
acted
coat, we
cool.
hear a little every now and then.
Yeah.
Do they meow?
Just a little
Do
bit.
they meow?
Not all the
Yeah,
time. Not all the time. Whenever,
All right.
whenever they get a little bit squished.
So we found that. Not a whole lot here. I mean, just bedroll, some blood, fireplace, a fire pit, basically. Not a whole lot here. Going on into North Asheville now, I take it.
Yes.
We're just still dropping off our stuff at the Epcots. Catch up with them.
Yes. And then what time is it getting to be at this
By
point?
the time you look at getting to the Oaks house, it's going down be about 5 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock.
No,
Starting to get dark.
Yeah, we might want to wait and call the Oaks and tell them we're early, so it doesn't matter.
We are still
She's
early.
not expecting.
She's not expecting us, so we can just wait till in the morning to go see them.
You can.
I really would rather not stop by right at
What's the
dinner
path that
time.
takes us to the?
It's
Wait a
actually
minute,
not
dinner-
very far. It's
dinner
just
time?
around the
Like
street.
when we're leaving from
Yeah.
Green
How affluent is,
to North
is this
Asheville.
family?
What
They're
route do we take?
So my
You have the
question is,
map.
has
If we pass
anything
by, like,
changed in
funeral
the yard?
home
Is
or
that still just a
Actually, you do drive by the funeral home on the way. I mean, it's actually not even a mile from the Apcot's
then
place.
We want to go. We could go do that.
Yeah.
We can always go and see the.
I mean, you can
Oaks
walk
Farm.
there easily from the Apcot's house.
Oh, good. That way
Yeah.
we're not having to drive anymore.
Yeah, I mean it's not even a mile away on a country road. So, yeah, brisk walk, you're there.
Let's go up and look at that.
The funeral home sits down at the bottom of the hill, and it's kind of like the residence / funeral home. And then at the top of the hill is the cemetery. Okay. So you come into the Oaks residence, and I take it you knock on the door and stuff like that.
No, I thought we just walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna open the door.
Hey, what's for dinner?
Just do RPG rolls, open the door and walk in.
So yeah, you hear on the other side. She goes, "Hello." A very cautious sort of hello.
Miss Oaks, this is Professor Headley.
Ah,
We came early.
Headley. Oh, very good. Glad that you opens the doors. I did not expect it. I'm so glad you got here early. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, come in. It's getting cold out there. So you come in, and supper's on. You can smell something good cooking, and
Yay,
something
food.
kind of beefy, and definitely smell that. Something's cooking, and she brings you into the parlor, and there's a little girl playing. And she goes, "This is Ellen. Ellen's about 7. She's playing with some jacks. We'll say so. She's playing with some jacks." Like you do. So yeah, from the coat we hear, "Wow," and she goes, "Kitty!"
No, that's
Ellen wants to see the kitty. Oh, I want to see the kitty. She's dancing
You want to
around.
see some?
Dance around.
No.
Dance around. Wants to see. Can we see the
That
kitty?
was my
So
tummy.
inside the coat now you're.
Okay, she's 7. She's not.
She's gonna be scared.
You gotta see the kitty.
Well, you're the
She
one
already
that likes
sees the
exotic
professor goes,
cats.
ah.
Well, the
See, the
professor's
professor's
wondering.
appearance is what, 10?
I'm like, you have an animal in your coat.
Yes.
Yeah, cat.
Yeah,
Brought the cat with
It
her.
has a special
I'm more
little pocket
curious
inside
where
the
the
coat just for the
7-year-old
cat.
came
I
from.
carry a wolf.
Oh,
They
this
were
is my
not.
daughter. Ellen. Emily's daughter.
Oh, okay, because
Yeah.
it's only been a few years, and I don't remember there being a toddler.
No, this is Emily and
another
Ellen. This is the Oaks funeral.
Oh,
home.
okay, my fault.
This is
Yeah, don't.
different
yeah.
family. Different
Maddie's with the Apcots.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
I'm confused.
No, that's
All
no
right.
problem. So yeah, she's like, kitty, I want to see the kitty.
You're gonna be terrified. No.
So it's okay. She looks back and goes, "Oh, you pretty kitty.
Oh, okay.
Can I pet the kitty?"
I feel very gentle.
And then she goes, "You pet the kitty. Cats is kind of this
Yeah.
kind of thing." All right, so it's all cool.
Remember, cats can
You want to let
spot
the cat out?
evil.
Play with Ellen?
That's not a
Needs to get
cat.
out
heard
from
that
underneath the
cat?
coat, stretch it a
Well,
little bit.
that's from the Egyptian times, yeah.
You carry a
Just make
We're
sure
on
careless
the
rat.
so we
She
would
just
know
sits there and
that.
pats it on the lap.
Yes.
And
And
it is a
an
sphinx.
Egyptian cat.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
this is
doing pretty
true.
good. They're doing pretty good.
So it's a good thing we bring the cat along with us.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's going to recognize any undead things.
See, Ellen doesn't think the cat's weird. She likes the cat. Maybe she likes the
What?
you know.
I don't know.
So she goes, so yes, is there anything I can help you with?
Can you get a
Any
coat for
questions
the
you can
cat?
ask? You need to ask? Huh? Can we what?
Where'd they find the bodies? That wasn't in the newspaper.
This is true.
Do you have a doctor in town?
They were in the tool shed up at the top of the hill.
And top of the hill is a cemetery, so.
Yeah, top of the hill.
Yeah, so they were found in the
I'm
cemetery.
gonna meet you over there.
She goes, actually, I was getting ready to talk to the.
Vampire bites.
I was getting ready.
Yes.
Yeah. I was getting ready to talk to the sheriff because I was going through some of my husband's things and found a rather disturbing letter.
Really?
And she goes and gets it. She goes, it was in his desk. It was kind of under the drawer. There's a small ledger there, and she goes, yeah. She'll read the letter out. She says, there's something I must get off my chest. Something I can't even tell Emily. The business has been in dire need of cash recently. Income has been low, and there's been no grave space, and the people in the area were going elsewhere to bury their loved ones. Worse, only recently did I come to the realization that I paid too much for this property. So much so, in fact, that I couldn't even afford to purchase more land to start a new cemetery, even if the land was available for sale, which it is not. What is needed is more grave space. I did a little research and found that there were many graves in the cemetery, graves dating back to the Revolution and before. As far as I can tell, few visit the oldest sections of the cemetery, so I came up with a plan. If no one cares about the old graves, why not reuse them? Would this harm anyone? There are no next of kin, no one who would care. All I needed to do was convince the caretaker and that new digger. Weems was easy. He's the senile old coot who really wasn't aware of what's going on around him. The new digger, Gilman, was also easy. He seems to me to be the bully type, and offered a little cash and a place to stay and a steady job or a lot to him. So, my plan seems to have worked. We have managed to quietly exhume perhaps a score of graves in the income for the burials, along with the embalming and the rest are putting the business back into the black. Exhuming the graves is the worst part, though. It involves me and diggers having to venture out in the middle of the night like common grave robbers. While I stand and watch, they bring up the old casket and remains, which are often little more than splintered wood and scattered bone fragments. These we toss in the old well, even though a few grave markers were too large to fit there. These we store in the basement of the home, and Gilman breaks them up in his spare time. But I must say, I am uneasy about this. The fact that I'm responsible for defiling so many graves is an onus I will have to bear for quite some time. If it weren't for the fact that it allows me to put food on the table for my wife and child, I probably would not consider such acts. So yeah, she's like, I was getting ready to give that to the sheriff because I really didn't know what else to do. I was getting ready to call him to
and it's handwritten, right?
It's handwritten. It's like in a journal.
Where's the old well?
There's an old well behind the workshop up the
I wouldn't suggest drinking out of it anymore.
No, I would not.
Oh no, it's been an old dried up well. Nobody's used it in years.
Okay.
Good thing.
I was going to say, if it's in the middle of a
Why is there a
cemetery, I don't
finger in
think
my
people are going to
water?
be using it.
I think I want to just to
use it
confirm
either.
that this is written by the husband, not the wife trying to justify her.
Can we see it?
Because I mean, it's gonna come out bad. Your husband was desecrating,
Right.
so we don't want her just trying to
Yeah.
get some of that off them.
No, it is in part of a journal. So in all, I mean, it's way too much for her to kind of fill it out here recently.
But so the handwriting.
Handwriting's all right. Yeah, it is one of the last journal. It is actually the last journal entry you made.
Is it dated?
I believe it is.
October 1st.
October 1st.
So 9 days before.
Do you still have those workers with you?
6.
No, they were killed.
He said he put all the gravestones that were too big to fit
In the basement.
Yeah, there's a few stones still downstairs.
Check a few of those out.
Yeah, let's see whose graves so we can start backdating them and see if
Yes.
there were curses or ill.
Or there's even anyone around.
Anybody from Puritan
that's
times?
claimed-
Again.
Again.
That's where our last issues came from with Puritans.
Well, yeah. It could happen again, I guess. But they didn't, like...
There are 4 downstairs.
I don't know. I seem to remember Salem witch
4
trials.
Okay.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
I will curse
There's
you.
4 stones down there. One is named Edmund Rutger, born about 1690.
How do you spell it?
Rutger, like Rutger House. R-U-T-G-E-R. Born November 1690, died 1733. There is a Homer Brown. The born date is unreadable on there. It's been the stone's pretty well decayed. Died April 19th, 1706. There is an Emil Sheridan that was born May 1st, 1700. Died October 30th, 1730. There is an Ann Thompson, born March 15th, 1715. Died December 21st, 1731. Those are stones that are still unbroken.
And one of them was actually 1700 to 1730. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So young.
Emo. Yeah, sugar.
Well, the 1715 to 1731 was even younger.
Yeah, that was like 15.
And then the April, I got the death with 1706, but
Yeah. No born date
no born
is
date.
unreadable. Homer's is unreadable. It's you can barely make out the death date.
But I mean, we can
So he
always
didn't
go
die.
into town.
Well, he died. You just don't know when
That's
he was
something we
born.
need
No,
to
he
look
didn't
at.
die. It's not on the tombstone. He
It's
did.
just, I know that
Well,
in
death
the,
date is on the
they did die early. I mean, it was not. you
Yeah,
know,
that
like-
was common.
But the 15-year-old isn't really common. 15 or 16-year-olds.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
could have been an accident or something.
I mean,
but
it
yeah.
could be, or just could be a disease. But we still need to see if in
We
town
need to look.
We go
there
library.
are some records.
Check records.
So,
You go to the shed first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And the
well,
well.
we're not going to go to the library this late. They'll be closed.
yeah, the library's closed. There is no really library. The only real library, again, is the
Town hall.
There's a town hall, there's an Episcopal church.
Do they have a newspaper?
The church might have them.
And
these
back in
churches
Greenville,
don't get
Greenville
destroyed.
Gazette.
Not in the U.S.
With archives?
at this
Yeah.
time.
That's back in Greenville. There's no local paper.
We've met that guy before.
The church, depending on how long it's been here, would have record of anybody who was
Yes.
part of the church.
Yeah.
And this
Reverend
time,
Thomas's
pretty much
journal was a
everybody-
good bit of information last time.
Yes. I mean, we definitely
We-
want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll go up to the shed and check out what's inside the shed.
Check out the shed. So it is getting dark.
Is there a local doctor too?
There is in Greenville, not here in town.
Unfortunately,
That's
we're
right.
not elves, so we
Drunk.
don't have night vision. So
It is getting dark. So
We-
luck rolls to see if you remembered your flashlight.
What do we want? Rolling below luck?
Yeah. Roll under your luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Got
did
your
it.
flashlight.
I got it.
Got your flashlight.
I'm
I got
rolling.
it. I got it.
I got it.
rolled
You got your flashlight.
I rolled so high that I took my flashlight,
Where do I find luck?
threw it out the window while we were driving to the place.
Apparently, you're like, I don't need this.
I don't need this.
For sissy boys.
I don't know if you got it. There's somebody marked.
Somebody, yeah.
Okay, well, you started
So we got what?
Okay.
2, 3 flashlights?
Thank you.
because
We
since
got
you haven't had
4
any
at the
And
remote.
I'm trying to roll under still.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're pretty
So we
well.
got 4. So we got 5. We got plenty of flashlights.
Right.
Somebody just gonna have to just.
Hey, do
come
I
up
have to
close
roll to
others
remember
and
if I brought my gun?
No, no.
I prefer
Remember
having
that.
a lantern.
You remember your PI. You remember that.
Actually, yeah, it would be lanterns.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it be a lantern?
Yours could
No,
be
they
very-
have flashlights back at that
You
time.
could have a newspaper that lit up.
You could have a torch.
I have a bottle of booze with a rag.
Don't drop it.
Just yeah.
Don't
Be careful.
Drop it.
Yeah, it's the big clunky kind of ones, but yeah, the flashlights work this time. All right, so we're heading up to the workshop. I take it. So you go up to the workshop, and there's like it's all like kind of taped off with like the police tape. You just kind of step over it.
We're going to ignore that. The sheriff
yeah.
knows we're here.
There
Ignore
was
that.
a door, but it's like in a heap over beside the shed.
So
It was
it's the
like
door-
ripped right off its hinges. Looks like.
So it's the door off of the
Yeah,
shed.
it's like on the ground, like
Can
in
we check
pieces.
to see if it was originally locked? That's why they had to break it.
There was a padlock on it, and the lock is still locked, but all that is gone.
All right, so they had to force it open to get in.
Right.
Okay.
But
they ripped it
it's
off.
on the outside, so they force
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Something
the
like
damage
that.
show is
They
on the
want
door. Did the
out?
damage show them trying to get
Something-
in or out?
It's just to the side in a heap, outside the building.
Can
I mean,
we
tool
look at
marks. So are they on the
hinges?
inside of the door or the outside of the door? Or damage marks?
Spot hidden's on while you're looking at the door.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's an extreme.
All right. Yeah, there's some obvious
no,
like
Extreme.
No.
claw marks on the outside, some
notice that
weird
kind of thing.
long.
Mine's
Something
27.
trying to get in or
I
out?
rolled 28.
Yeah,
Mine's-
it's from the outside of the door.
So something's trying to get in.
I've got the
Yeah,
days
something was trying to
25
get
and I
in.
rolled
Okay,
like
yeah,
68.
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah,
Okay.
some weird, long, big claw
get
mark.
into it.
So it wasn't
Obviously
a cat.
there.
And it was locked from the outside, so they weren't hiding in there away from somebody, trying to get away.
in.
They were trying to find
So
something
looking
inside.
in, it's a charnel house in here. I mean, it is bad. I'm gonna need everybody to make
Yeah.
a sanity check when you're looking in here.
Succeed.
Woohoo!
I made that.
I made it.
64.
No.
Yeah.
And who failed their sanity?
Under my
said-
70?
Oh yeah, our rock solids. What you got? Like a rock and a 30? Sanity?
Now I'm at 37 because I gained 2 points last time.
That's right. You lost 2.
Oh, of course. So I'm back to where I started.
Everybody else is okay. You kind of like you get sick. I don't know what to say. You get sick, scream like a little girl, do whatever you want to do.
Well, you run outside to get sick.
But this place has been torn apart. Like tables are upended, benches are thrown to the side. There is blood everywhere. I mean, there's blood on the floor. There's blood splashed up on the wall.
Well,
It's
that wasn't in the newspaper.
bad. I mean, it's
They did say it was a very
Yeah, they did say it was gory.
a very gory
and we'll get in
scene,
details back in the 30s, and they wouldn't have put pictures of it in there.
No.
It's bad. I mean, it's rough.
Is it
Claw
like
marks
dry?
in here too.
Yeah, there's some claw marks in here, like on the tables and stuff like that.
So now are you
It's
going
dry.
to accuse werewolves?
Yeah, it's dry.
I had to ask.
I didn't see him.
Do your medicine biology while you're looking around all this.
I mean, we do know that there was 3 people killed here.
No.
Worst
I see
doctor
blood.
ever.
No?
38?
Not 38?
Oh, yeah.
Under.
I was doing it backwards. Okay, yeah, so I'm good.
Okay,
So,
I was
yeah.
going to say, you got higher than 38.
So you're looking at this and you're going, okay, yeah, there's a lot of blood. And they did say there was 3 people killed in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of blood in here, but you know how much blood a body carries? There should be a lot more blood. Like,
If it was
if you
three-
took like a cup of water and
like
splashed it on the wall, it'd make a big splash.
That's a big
But it's
part.
only a cup. You know.
Oh.
And there's pools of blood on the floor, but it's like this big. It should be, out there.
Like covering
Yeah.
the floor with
Yeah.
blood.
So yeah, I tell everybody, I say, for 3 bodies to be mutilated in here, there's not enough blood. This looks bad, but this is not enough blood. The bodies would have covered this quite a bit more.
The walls would have been painted red.
Yeah,
Like everything
basically.
would be red.
Yeah, and the floor would pretty much be covered in blood. Now it is a it is a concrete or stone floor here, and there is a smaller room in the back.
Oh, great.
Yeah, well, let's
Sounds lovely.
everybody but Kim. Let's go.
I'm good now.
It's a small room. Not everybody's gonna be able to get in there anyway,
Why not?
because it's a small room.
Yeah, no. I said why not?
Let's
I'll
go check
for
the
it.
other room.
Yep.
Let's go check the other room.
Because there's some blood missing. Let's see if it's in there.
Okay.
Maybe.
So you go and check out the room. Again, it's a small room. Looks like somebody was sleeping here. I don't know if the journal said somebody was kind of camping out here.
He's a young guy.
Gilman's room.
Yeah. I think the young guy was.
Stephen Gilmont. Yeah.
Brother the Digger, he did say
Yeah.
room and board, and he was good.
Like a bed cot, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Any blood?
Nothing in here. There's looks like his belongings. There's a mason jar. It's got like about $8 in change, $5 bill, gold ring, tarnished silver pocket watch, complete with chain, and 2 gold coins.
What's up?
They
Can I
tore
check
out
out
the
Grave
front
robbing,
room.
grave robbing loot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They tore
no,
up the
they're
front
old.
room
Okay.
and didn't touch the
Like
What's
everything in it, I can tell is like really old.
What's the dates on the
But that hasn't been
coins?
touched. The jar.
Well, no, it's still like sitting there beside the table.
Is there a date
I
on the
mean, if
coins?
they were,
I was thinking like they might have taken something they shouldn't have. But
I mean,
if
we
that's
could
not
always.
broken. Then
Yeah, they're old. They're like
Without even
Revolution.
appraising
yeah,
it.
yeah, revolutionary type. They're old.
Probably should not be there.
Probably should not have this anywhere near us.
Yeah, there was some money. You're like,
I don't want to touch it though. It's like spooky. But I
yeah.
also
It is in a
want
mason
blood.
jar. You can look at it and just kind of shake
What
it.
about the 2 gold coins?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah, there
Yeah, they're the
were
ones
some
from-
money.
Yeah.
They're like revolutionary era.
They got dates on them.
Yeah, we'll say like 1740 something.
Yeah, I want them, but I know it's
1740,
bad.
they still got
So I'm just
24.
holding the jar, and I'm like.
The pocket watch looks
timing.
really old too.
Does it open up? Is there a picture on the inside?
I doubled my value.
There's no
today.
picture on the inside. You take it out of the jar.
Oh,
You
Oh,
take
it was
out
in
of
the jar.
that's weird. Okay.
What?
He's a PI. He
a
knows his
PI.
stuff.
Checking things out.
Pull it out.
I know, but this is the only untouched bit of this whole shed. I would be like alarm bells on all of it.
Yeah, it's got an engraving in it. HB.
HB.
Yeah, HB, and we'll say the date on it's like 1700.
Wait, wasn't one of the
What was?
Wow.
Because I know we had a Brown. What was his first name?
Homer.
Homer Brown. There you go.
Yeah. And there's the
Because his was Homer Brown.
there's an
was missing
engraving on the ring
birth
too.
date. Oh. And that has a date on it.
It's on the interior of the band of the ring. There's an EAS.
Emil.
I got that.
It's a nice ring.
Was it a signet ring or?
Yeah, it's actually just a regular plain gold ring.
Like a wedding band?
Could have been. Definitely makes sense. A little ostentatious for its time. It's pretty thick. Yeah, guy was moneyed individual maybe back in the day. That's about what you see.
Maybe we should.
Now you know the well's back behind the tool shed. There's a door leading from the small room
Let's
out
go
there.
look at the well.
Yeah.
See.
Look down the well.
Yeah.
I want to go back into the other room.
Going back into the
I'm gonna do
room,
something I'm
the
gonna
room of
regret.
blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something I'm gonna regret.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so our trucker over here, he has an ability called psychometry.
Oh, he can read stuff.
He can read, so
Yeah.
he can get a psychic read on stuff that's happened in a room.
Of course, he can lose his sanity really
Yeah,
fast
no
too.
kidding.
So, all right. So you need to roll your psychometry, which I believe is your power.
Yeah.
Is this common knowledge
Which
or?
I made
Yes.
even with the 73.
The group. I don't know if the
Yeah,
newcomers
you guys
know,
have
but
known
the
about
core
it.
group.
They told you about it. You've never seen it happen.
That's stupid.
Okay.
But he's like da, da, da. Now is it 2d6? I think it's 2d6 for how long you're spending it doing it.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's 2d6.
I think you've been trying.
It's how many minutes?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. So 9 minutes he's doing this thing.
Sampling your own wares,
How much
man.
magic does it
Sampling.
It's something
D
plus something.
D8.
D8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a man of science, so I'm standing back all skeptical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's gonna get a read. He's gonna do his reading.
And I'm a
Touching
good
the claw
Catholic,
marks,
so I'm.
Touching the claw marks on
I
the
know
table.
it happens, but I just don't.
How much magic points did you do?
So you'd
4.
because you also
Okay.
believe in.
Yes.
Man,
because
kind of go off camera to tell him what he's seeing, but no, I'll just tell you because you're gonna tell him anyway.
Possibly.
I imagine. So, yeah.
you're going to tell him, or you're going to be kicked out of the house.
Go ahead and roll like 3d6.
He's
or
already
something.
gonna be kicked out of the house because he's gonna pass out somewhere.
Well, no, I mean,
So
my house,
basically,
he,
Oh well, yeah.
he crashes at my
your
house.
first vision is this.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, literally, like something ripping this door open and just laying into these people pell mell, like ripping heads off,
Was it your werewolf?
breaking out,
I don't know.
breaking off arms, and you just see like a red haze of just and blood everywhere. I mean, it's bad, and it's like almost devouring these people.
Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah, sending each other.
Yeah, I know.
Were they
I
alive?
passed oddly, but
Or were they the dead people?
See, he sees the 3 people. He assumes that they're the 3.
yeah, I'm assuming there were 3. I
Yeah.
passed.
You passed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still gonna lose 1.
Oh, I know.
Still
I would hope so. I would hope so.
If you failed, it would have been bad.
It would have
Yeah,
been stuck in the psychic realm.
yeah, would have been bad.
Shadow work.
So yeah, you immediately get sick. like right there. You just lose. You couldn't.
Really? Who's with you guys?
It's the guys.
I went outside.
Did he just rip
It's
them
the
up and then
guys.
walk out?
Damn,
walk
ladies,
back
what's
out.
going on?
Once he was sated.
That's his one.
What did you see?
Really skinny, really big claws. A lot of blood. But it was all the blood. Except for the ones that got on him, I'm assuming. Yeah, a lot of blood.
Really skinny, a lot of claws.
Was there more blood than what's here?
Oh, it was like I said. It was pretty much almost consuming him. I mean, it was like just diving headfirst into him.
Oh, he was eating
Yeah.
the blood.
So that's
Yeah.
why there's not as much.
Was he eating
the blood.
Was he eating them or the blood?
But they
Question.
found the bodies.
Yeah, they found the bodies. He was eating the blood.
So he was just
He's
eating
drinking
blood.
So it is
blood.
right. Oh, wow.
It's like I told
Didn't
you.
look like they said in the book or
Yeah.
what I've been told.
That's
But
not as romantic.
I told you.
So it
Dracula.
was Nosferatu.
Scarier.
The ugly.
Whatever that word means.
Well, that's the
Yes.
ugly vampires. From the Masquerade, at least.
Yeah.
And part of me is going, well, I mean, back in the 1800s,
Didn't look like he
people
had a
drank
focus of
blood
coming
for
in either.
cures.
Well, they
Didn't
still
look like he
use
had a focus.
leeches for cures, too.
Ah, but leeches have good things.
And
Write
You
that
should
on the
hug
back.
a
I mean, he was oddly enough, he was pretty much naked.
In the war, we used
No clothes.
maggots
Yeah.
to clean
So no
wounds.
ruffles. This probably isn't the king one. This is probably one of the underlings.
Okay.
That's my understanding.
But you just saw a
Because I'm thinking
skinny,
it's Dracula.
skinny figure with big claws.
Really long arms and legs and claws. That's what I'm assuming.
You didn't see the head because it was.
Did I say a face?
You did, but it was like twisted and covered in blood. I mean,
It's kind of like
yeah.
eating,
Hungry.
but not cleanly. They need a napkin.
Need a wet nap. A lot of wet naps. Like
Can you draw it?
100.
I can try to draw it. I don't know my drawing skill.
He's a drug. Do you really want to try to see him draw something?
Roll your art skill.
Art? I do have an art skill. I fail miserably.
Phil, here's a stick figure.
Like that?
And there's some other people.
There you go.
There we go.
And then there's a head off of one of the stick figures, and then an arm off the other one of the stick figures. Like little
Look like that.
red dots everywhere.
Okay.
There's one stick figure with really long arms and claws,
Spider.
big teeth.
It was
It's-
also shorter.
It's
than
not
that.
good. It's
He
not
was
good.
shorter.
It was shorter than that.
All right,
Okay,
Picasso.
so how tall were they? Did it say?
5'10".
You can give the descriptions, and it matches up with those poor fellas.
But this guy with the bees or the
Yeah, the thing.
Beast
the
was
thing
smaller.
was smaller.
Slightly smaller.
Well, that
Arms
does lead
stretched
to a
mile
question.
long.
How does a smaller dude kill
Well,
three
no, no.
men?
Well, no, this because okay. So he's telling us that
Ravenously.
there was a lot of blood, but there's not any blood now.
It ate
I'm
the
thinking,
blood.
yeah. Well, I'm thinking back to the hobo camp where there wasn't a lot of blood,
Yeah.
but then we said that there was a guy there, but there's not a lot of blood.
It might have just been. It might have just been feeding,
Professor, we have
not
so
to draw
much
attention to
proof.
itself.
Okay.
Large
All
rock.
good stories
Stop
come
for
from a
a
hint of truth.
little bit for like 5 minutes. Do a quick break.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to turn off for a bit or put on pause or.
No,
I'll let
I'll let it
run.
run. But I am going to look for a power outlet.
All good
All right.
stories have a
The
hint of
intro,
truth.
Letter reminded me.
There's.
Yeah.
I thought there was one on here.
You're like, oh.
Quiet. I'm trying
Yeah.
not
We have
to.
so much proof. Why will you believe us?
Oh, I know
Because it's
what's gonna happen.
circumstantial and it's not proof.
Ah,
It's
well, it's
just
still always fun to watch us die. We're going to die.
Yeah.
What's the next time?
I don't have to open it all the way. Did you want to pop? That's pop.
Let's put it this way. Last time I played this,
I mean, I literally brought the whole
out of
box.
6 people, only 2 people.
Well, I knew we'd be here for a while.
Well, we got a lot of people. Enough for it to go through.
Uh-huh.
That's what I said. I'll get something sweet.
No, last time I played this one, we had I think 6 people. 2 of them survived.
Yeah. I heard about that. I didn't know the story.
He hasn't pointed at me now.
You're a star.
If anybody walks through this way, just
Careful with the cable.
careful with the cable. Yeah.
Is that a wireless charger?
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Cool.
Nice.
But, so I'm sorry, what were you saying? You had 6 people last time you played this?
And only 2 of us survived.
Only 2 survived. Oh, he
And-
said it was going to be gruesome.
And that was because at the time they weren't in the bad place.
They weren't in the bad place.
In the bad place.
Yeah. And you can't tell us where the bad place is because
No.
you don't know.
Well, I do know,
Well,
but
no, your character does
my
not
character
know.
doesn't know. No.
Yeah, well, the professor's not convinced it's a vampire.
I knew which one we were playing once he read the first letter. Once he described what had happened, I go,
Well, he said all along it was going to be very gruesome and
oh yeah.
gory.
Yep. Let's see, was it this one or was it? Hold on. Yes, it was this. As soon as I read that one out loud, I was like, oh, he's playing that one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. It's going to be bloody.
So how was your Halloween? Your Halloween?
Quiet.
We had like
Except for your dog that barked at everyone.
we had like
They
4
were
kids.
stealing her candy. My dog was not very happy with the kids taking candy from the bowl.
What?
And the dog thought it was her candy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I wish I was kidding. My dog likes chocolate and
I had a dog that liked chocolate, and I was always afraid it was going to kill her every time she's. Because if you left a hot chocolate or mocha on the table, this is a little 11-pound dog, so she'd go anywhere she wanted. She acted more like a cat.
That's my dog
But she
right
would
now.
go and drink it, eat it. It doesn't matter, and we were always afraid she was going to.
That's
overdose.
what I'm afraid, because a few days before Halloween, I had a bag of cookies. I had 2. The
And I'm
dog ate
assuming
the
it's
rest.
chocolate of some sort cookies.
Yes.
It was, you know those stupid little Partridge Farms with the double milk chocolates
Oh,
that
yes.
are so good?
The Petridge, yes.
Yeah, but my dog had to eat all of them.
She when we had left, she was saying, "Well, the dog will probably get into the gummy candies that I left out, but it'll be all right." We got back. The gummy candies were still in the box, but then I found a bag of cookies on the ground. I was like, "Was there anything in here?" And she just goes,
They were on the kitchen table. That's what's most.
It didn't stop Precious.
"No, it didn't."
No.
It doesn't stop any dog. And
Well,
that's,
Gizmo, it does. Heck, I can even put it. We can put it on the table, the short table in the living room, and leave it there. He won't touch it.
see, my little sister's dog's that way. She won't touch it. My dog, if I can eat it, therefore she can eat it. And she has to eat it because, like, I can be sitting there eating gummies and she'll be staring at me like, I get the next one.
Precious would eat asparagus. If I was eating asparagus, she would eat it.
That's what my dog does. If I'm eating broccoli, my dog will eat broccoli.
Yeah, that
She
was
doesn't
her.
like apples, but if I'm eating them, she wants one until I give it to her, and then she'll spit it out and look at me again like, I want that apple you're eating. And I even read, so I'm like, can my dog have apples? They said, and they can't have the seeds, but we can't eat the seeds either because that's cyanide. But she can eat the apples. They're like, oh yeah, feed them because it's great for your dog. My dog will take one nibble out of it and then spit it up.
I had a friend who the treats they fed their dog were baby carrots.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would love it if my dogs would eat baby carrots for treats.
Yeah, my
Never
dog-
had one that would.
My dog will eat anything if I can eat it. She'll have her dog food. I can give her the wet dog food, but the minute I start eating something, that's more entertaining.
I think that's most dogs.
Well, I keep telling, because originally I didn't want her eating any human food.
Huh?
So what did my
We'll
brother
kinda wrap it
do?
up by
Pop
4.
some popcorn and fed
Should
the
be-
dog
should be fairly
popcorn.
My mom is one that always tries to feed our dog real food. Don't get me wrong, at Christmas they get the ham bone. But we don't feed them table food.
See, I didn't want to. Like, I don't care. Like,
Very rarely.
My neighbor, before they my neighbor before, they had Easter, and she's like, can your dog have the ham bone? I said, yeah, whatever. Because I had the pit bull out back. That made her happy.
Yeah, but my mom, when she had ice cream, the dog got ice cream. I'm like, Mom, it's not good for them. They don't need it. And she didn't care.
That's my dad with the cats. My dad will have a bowl of ice cream and the cat will sit next to him and take little licks of the ice cream while my dad eats.
No, he got his own cone. Mom would hold the dog's cone, and the dog would eat the ice cream cone while she was eating hers. I'm like, Mom, no, you cannot do that.
So that's my mom's dog right now. Oh God, that dog had its own can of cheese in the fridge at both my mom's house and my uncle's. And my mom's got so mad because the dog is in his teenage years where he'd rather go with my uncle because my uncle doesn't cook for himself, so he'll go out to eat. Well, my dog gets a value meal as well.
Yeah.
So the dog will get a Burger King burger that'll go home, and then my uncle will get the can of cheese, spray it in the dog's mouth, and they'll just sit there and eat a can of cheese together.
Wow.
I'm like, no wonder why that dog has issues.
That's the reason the dog likes you better. Our dog's 13 now, but he's neurotic. We had carpets in the house up until a few years ago, and we put in hardwood floors on the back half of the house, and he hates it because he was already 10, 11 when we did. He's 13 now. So we had to get literally carpets, the little road carpets, rugs to put down so he would walk. The kitchen floor, we replaced it, and he has to spaz across it but if he's not thinking, he'll walk right across it. Otherwise, he spazzes and just darts. And if you're blocking his path, he doesn't know what to do because he can't go around you because you're in his path.
Only one of you guys can go through.
Yeah, and if you make a big hole on this side, he's going to go through the little one on this side and knock you down. It's just, but he's so neurotic about the floors right now. He literally, and then you can only go around the house one way. He has to go this way. He won't go up these stairs. He'll go down them, but not up them.
See, my dog won't even go down the stairs, but that's because originally when I was crate training, the cage for the dog is downstairs.
Oh.
So she won't go. That means she's being punished.
Well, see, this is not actually floors. It's a step down.
How many match points did you spend?
Only 4.
Only 4, not bad.
15.
Not bad.
My power's my highest stat.
Yeah, it is. Thank God.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of weird stuff.
Seen a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, you do a lot of weird stuff.
So we're back, and we just had our resident psychic / drunkard bartender.
Why do you think I stayed drunk?
You guys like to have his vision of a very grisly scene here in the workshop. Now again, there's the well out back. Are we still checking out the well?
Yeah, we need to check it out.
Okay. Some flashlights and look at everybody's looking around the well. Some spot hiddens down there, please.
All right, let's try this again.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no. I
What are
didn't
we
see.
doing now?
Spot
Spot
hidden.
hiddens, checking around the well.
I'm oblivious. I see a stone well.
You rolled
Storm down there.
100.
It's way down there. It's real dark.
I got a regular success.
You got a regular success? So you're looking at it like when somebody passes the light down there, because you don't have your flashlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PI forgot his flashlight.
The private dick forgot his flashlight. Dick. But
It's a dick move.
it's a dick move right, PI. So somebody flashes the light. You're pretty sure you see something kind of glint, like metal, down there.
There's something shiny down
It's
there.
not water.
Why don't you go down there and see?
Way down there.
Got a rope?
There's rope in the shed.
Okay.
Let's go get
Is
the
there a
rope.
bucket rope?
No, not over
wait
the
a
well.
second. Water-
The well's kind of broken down.
Our other guys, how strong are you guys?
I'm good.
You can get 2 or 3 together and hoist him down there easily. Not a problem.
Down there getting him back
tie a
up.
little,
That's
little
what I
loop
was
at the end
worried
to put his food
This is
in.
gonna be the bed incident
Yeah,
all over.
I mean, I won't even make you guys have any rolls or anything.
Who's giving
It's
him
pretty.
the
It's
flashlight?
pretty. It's down. It's way down there, and you're
And
a
it's got
trusting
the
sort.
pulley on the bucket. The well had the bucket, so
Oh.
it's already got a pulley.
I take it you're gonna borrow one of these other fellas' flashlights.
I'll loan my flashlight.
Loan your
So the well is
flashlight.
pretty
Yeah.
well broken down.
Okay.
So yeah, they're lowering you down, and so now that you're down here and you got a flashlight, thank God we won't have many spot-ins. It's a lot of stuff down here. There's some busted up boards, probably from coffins or caskets, some bones, some skulls and stuff, kind of out. It's obviously ready to dispose of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then you see that glint again. and you focus in on it, and it's kind of sticking up out of the rubble. It's this long iron spike, about this long, about 18 inches long.
No rust on it?
It's a little rusty, but you still got the glint on some sides. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a railroad tie?
Long and thin. You know, the spikes were kind of thick and kind of wedgy.
Right.
Yeah, the railroad spikes. This is much longer than your average railroad spike.
And thinner.
Yeah.
Maybe the antique dealer will be able to figure out what the heck is
Bring
sitting
it
there.
up.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Shaped like a
We got a
snake.
couple
I
of
searched
people
around
looking
some more.
up praise.
Anything else down there?
Nothing else other than bones and debris.
A long steak and it's
Well,
long
good.
Tatters and
material.
clothes.
Is it silver?
You know,
Steaks, steaks,
Alright.
steaks.
Silver
Oh,
doesn't
meat.
rot. Silver doesn't
some rats and stuff kind of scurrying around.
Okay.
Now we're getting
Okay,
to the underworld. It's
do I
a
need-
mix
Alright,
of
pull me
vampire
up.
and
Yeah, pull you up,
like
pull you
it.
up. He tugs on the
Remember,
rope,
werewolves
pulling
are
back up.
silver.
So yeah, let's pull him back up. There's no rolls or anything needed. It's
Vampires
pretty
and
easy.
werewolves
There's
can't
3
be
or 4 of you.
I told wooden
And,
steaks for vampires.
Yeah, that's what you would want. Is
Pull
a
him up,
wooden
and you got
steak
a
for
long iron
vampires.
spike.
That's what I'm
A
buying
werewolf,
tonight.
you don't have to have steak.
Steaks.
Appraise?
I can appraise as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, any idea what this thing is for?
I didn't do a
I
data
did
appraisal.
not do well.
Did not do well.
Did not do well? You're like, well, obviously.
It's metal.
Iron. It's iron. You know it's iron. Everybody can tell it's
I'm
iron.
gonna look at it and say it's part of a fence.
Okay,
You're
I
like,
thought those in the right number.
You
At
really
first, I
have
thought
no
I was,
idea.
I was like,
mean,
oh
it's
my God,
obviously
I
an
had
old.
five.
It was forged, hand forged.
Yeah.
Not really sure. I mean, Franklin was talking about lightning. I mean, it could have been an early lightning.
Are there any tool marks on it?
Huh?
Any tool marks on it?
Other than the forge marks, yeah.
Okay.
And the hammer marks on like the one end.
Does it
The
look
other
like
end's
it
not
broke
nice
off of
and sharp,
something?
huh?
Does it look like it broke off of something?
No, this was forged all one piece.
Okay.
Long, sharp metal with hammer on the end.
Yeah,
Just
hammer marks on
saying.
the end. Yeah.
Okay.
It could be a lightning rod, but yeah, it could have been a lightning rod.
Yeah.
But it's rusted.
But remember, they were pulling these things out of graves.
Yeah, but you don't use.
You don't have a lightning rod in a grave. Just saying.
Frankenstein.
Grounding rod?
You gotta remember, I am the professor. And
He's like, nah.
Facts.
well, I'm
Facts,
also
take
very
it to the bag.
They like
religious.
facts on 'em.
Religious.
The facts are they don't have lightning underground.
No, they do not. But somebody could have thrown it down
Somebody
there
hold on to that.
I'll hold on to it. What the hell?
because it was under other
I already
things.
carry around a weird rock.
Yeah, we need to talk to you about that one back. By the way,
Yeah, what is that? What is this?
It's shiny.
Spiral kind of pattern. It's like a star. It's weird.
oh,
What, eye in the middle? What is that? It's obviously Jewish, right? So we go to yeah, it's dark. I mean, really, I'm not sure there's anything else you guys can
Could do it this
anything
late
else
at
you can
night.
think of while you're here.
not in the dark. We need
We
to
can
look at
the graves in the dark, but that
You
would
can look
be
at the
weird.
graves in the dark, but that'd be weird. I mean, it's
Yeah.
terrible view.
Actually,
Walking
that's
through
You're
the
here.
cemetery in the
Well, when the
dark.
guy comes out at night, do we really want to go?
well. I don't know about you, but I'm armed.
He's armed.
I'm armed.
I don't have wooden stakes yet.
You can have the iron rod. That's it. That's all we need.
Just saying. There's vampires, I need wooden stakes.
And he would say, we know this.
Yeah. Okay. You know, they're broken up coffins.
There's
Or you need to go into a house.
some
without
stuff
them.
in the tool shed. There's
That's right.
There's some
I'm gonna start breaking off
Steak.
pieces of the door.
you stick.
Yeah. You got to hatch it. You
There you
know,
go.
cut you a couple of steaks if that'll make you feel better.
Yeah,
Oh,
feel a lot better.
there's some spindly rods, whatever you can make into a steak. Yeah, right here in the tool shop, no problem.
Do we know where the graves that were dug up that for these headstones were?
Older part of the cemetery, further towards the back.
And he said there was a tree line separating.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we should go look around back there.
yeah.
Graveyard in the middle of the night. Perfect.
Perfect.
Hey, honestly, that is the most fun time to go to a graveyard.
So yeah,
If Scooby-Doo has
it
told us
is
anything.
October, so the wind's picking up and it's dark and
howling.
the leaves are picking up in the breeze. And
It's perfect.
it's all rustly and spooky.
It is cold.
That kind of owl sounds. I
It's
worked that out.
Massachusetts
That was
in
almost as
October.
bad as my cricket sound that one time. The swamp sound. I had the worst cricket sound.
It was
Swamp sound.
bad.
It was bad. It was horrible. All right, so you're going through the tree line, and yeah, you see the older part of the cemetery. Again, tombstones, you can barely make out what's on them. There are like 4 freshly dug holes. You know? Looks like the gravestones have been removed. You assume this is before that haven't been
Busted up
that
yet.
haven't been busted up yet.
Yeah,
I mean, spot hiddens around here.
yeah.
Actually,
I got an
I
extreme
did it.
success.
Extreme.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, I got
Everybody
got a regular
CBUs
I
is
got
the
extreme
least
success,
relevant
too.
part. Everybody goes full on Scooby Doo. So yeah, I mean, like, oh, we're going to do plaster casts and everything. You determine about 3 different people's footprints here. Some short, some big, some just right.
Well, that
Okay.
would be
Yeah.
people
3
who-
men that died.
Yeah.
It works
Some
here.
some drag marks that are obviously dragging something out of the holes.
Well,
You
we
know.
know they took coffins out.
There you
so
go.
that-
I mean, it's pretty point blank, yeah. And there's really nothing down there
other than a hole.
other than
No
holes.
other rods.
No other rods. One of them does have a nice spike-sized hole in the middle of it, though. Going down into the the spike would fit perfectly.
Let me see that spike.
Yeah.
Nice lightning rod here.
It's perfect. Yeah, it would work really well right here. You just have a
Let's
wire
see.
going out. And
Let's see here. This will be like right about the chest area.
yeah, right
person
in the
laying
chest
in
area, a
here.
little bit to the left.
Yeah.
a marker by that grave, just to make sure. I remember
There
exactly
was no.
where-
The marker's been taken.
I know. I said
Yeah.
I want to leave like a wooden.
Oh, you want to leave? Yeah,
like
like,
a stake there.
yeah. One of your stakes, you got like 10 now.
I'm gonna leave one just to make sure we remember this is that.
Okay.
The
I
hole
don't
for
think
the
you're gonna
mark.
forget it.
The hole for the grave marker, is it the same as the same size as the other ones? Because the grave markers back then would have been different sizes.
Yeah, we're gonna say they're all roughly the same size. They were just single people. They weren't married.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're all roughly about the same size, and they've been ripped out. It's kind of hard to tell which one had what. I mean, it would take some real forensic work on that one, which you really can do in the middle of the dark.
Yeah.
And in the 1930s.
Yeah.
We'll have to go check the church out, see if they have a grave plot of the names of everybody that were buried and where they were buried.
The church?
Yep.
Let's go to bed.
But it is late.
It is
Yes,
late.
it is late. Let's.
So we'll go back and wake up the Apcots. Go up to your rooms and have a little fitful slumber. Some more than others. Blah blah.
Just finish his flask and he'll be.
Exactly.
He gave the flask away,
Vivid
remember?
dreams.
He's got more. Trust me.
Blah blah blah.
It's just all bourbon bottles.
I was going to say,
I don't-
trust me, he hides them everywhere.
I don't bring spare clothes. I just bring spare bourbon.
Yeah, there you go.
So we wake back up and it is Saturday, right?
Yes.
Got this bottle.
The 15th.
Saturday.
The 15th. Okay. So it is Saturday. Calvary Episcopal Church isn't too far. I take that's the first place you guys go after breakfast.
Yep.
Yes.
Like Allison makes you breakfast, you play a little bit with Maddie and them.
Yeah.
And talk to Julian. He catch up with you. Julian's like wanting to know everything that's going on because he's
Oh, of course.
writing in his journal, what's happening. Julian, again, is his regular sickly self. He's not, he can't be outdoors much. He has his breathing problems. Not really identified. Maybe a medicine roll.
Yeah.
We could do a quick examination of poor Julian.
By the way, can you turn your
30.
Yeah, I did very
It's
good.
upside down.
Is it? Has it been running us all upside down?
Yeah.
And now it's been bothering me.
Is it been bothering you?
Yes, it has.
You should leave it the other
I
way.
thought it was for giggles, so.
It shows you how much I use it, right?
It was just getting on my OCD.
I just thought the other world would
Is there
upside down
information
for
on
us.
the other side that you're using?
Stranger
for the
Things,
game?
upside down world.
Yeah, there is totally other information on the other side.
Yeah.
It's all my secrets that I never use. Gets away the story.
So did you?
I totally did it. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has respiratory illness. Probably not identified at this time, but he is very sickly.
Is there anything I have in my little medicine bag that can help him out?
You can help with the symptoms, but there's
Nothing
nothing that can fix him. It's bad. I mean, it's bad. You're not sure how much longer he's got, to be honest with you.
I think he's made it 3.
Does he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
If he can make it through his teenage years, he'll be okay. But you're not. If you had to bet on it, you wouldn't. It's bad.
I keep that to myself.
I mean, he's the sweetest guy. You're talking with him, and he's obviously an avid writer. Super sweet guy. And Maddie, the younger girl, she's about again 10 now.
Yes.
Just dotes on him horribly, and yeah, you're like, yeah, here's some pills and addicts. Stay inside. Especially this time of year. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, you guys head on, I guess, after breakfast.
Head out
to Calvary Episcopal Church to see Francis Connolly. He's still there.
He's okay. The pastor.
Yeah, the pastor.
So he'll recognize us.
Yeah, he'll recognize you. Yeah. Yes, Professor, and you guys got some more people.
Professor and associates.
We got a few
Associate.
more associates.
See, things that have done well for your group here. So I take it you're here about the rather unfortunate things that have been happening in the cemetery.
Yes. Do you have a list of where all the graves were? The older part of the cemetery?
Well, I'm dating that far back. I don't know if we have actually any plots, like markers or anything like that.
Maps?
Maps. But you can go check, and he goes, he brings you down to like his cellar. And of course, there's that great big book, the Journal of Reverend Thomas. It's that big, huge tome where before you found out about Ezekiel, the witch. Now, history rolls. Or library use.
I got a regular success.
No.
Regular success.
Okay. Regular success?
I keep
Didn't pass.
So you guys know that Reverend Thomas
blind!
Library, I got a hard
was
success.
alive in the 1700s.
For library,
Yeah, what?
I got a hard success.
Got a hard success? So yeah, you just makes sense for you. Reverend Thomas would have been alive about the times in the 1700s, so most of these tombstone ones would have been coinciding with him. He might have some information in his journal. But he's looking and he's like, maps. I don't have anything in the maps of the cemetery. Yeah,
he was a vampire.
He said, there was a fire here in the church a long time ago. One of the few things that were saved was the journal. There's really not a whole lot of information other than some of that.
Well, we need to look through that journal and see if any of the names we could read are listed.
All right. It'll take you a bit of time, but you guys have all day. You guys sit around and...
Can we ask the Reverend if he's ever had any readings on a Homer Brown in his readings? Someone that was buried
Name does sound familiar.
Middle name Jay.
I can look around. So he says, when was he? When was he born or deceased or?
Homer Brown.
We have him deceased at 1706.
1706. He's thumbing through the journal. I mean, it's fairly well dated. I mean, there's a small entry about his passing and his burying, but nothing really.
Nothing about his birthday.
No.
We wanted to see how long.
Yeah, no, but yeah. So 1706. We'll say his birthday would have been 1650 or something like that.
So yeah, pretty long.
Yeah, for that time period, very long life.
Yeah.
About 50 years old.
Yeah.
56 or so.
Yeah.
That'd be the spooky part.
So yeah, a little bit of library use roll while you're thumbing through the journal.
Ooh, I got a hard success. Or extreme success.
Well, I just need one person. I'm gonna go with the professor.
I didn't win that one.
So he's not really seeing it. So yeah, maybe somebody else can look through it.
I got extreme.
Got an extreme?
Extreme.
So yeah, you find it. You find something that's like, oh, there's this big journal entry here, like a whole page dedicated to this one guy.
Oh.
And yeah, you read into it here.
Trying to find the city. percentile dice. That will get me below a 50.
Here's the crusty journal entry.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
I've got an extra set here. And actually, I've got 3 more sets in my bag.
So read it out for everyone, please.
Tis been a
I've
frightful.
got them in my bag. I just didn't get them out.
It's been a frightful day for the good people of Hawthorne. Yesterday, Emil
You're just
Shigan
ruling really
died.
good depending on the day.
By all accounts, Emil was a diligent worker and a productive member of the community, committee. I knew his wife well and learned that there were dire consequences of his death. Yesterday, he was found by Jebediah Cook and Lowell Woods. His pale body, twisted in grotesque death, was under a tree on the Shigan farm. His throat had been torn out as if he had been savaged by a wolf. I was called in to comfort his wife and take the body to its final resting place. Emil was not the only one to have died in this manner. I have been told that 2 people near Greenfield were similarly killed last month. I have further been told that the belief is that a vampire was responsible for those deaths.
And Emil was one of the gravestones. One of the people.
With Benjamin Smith and Joseph White in attendance, I was careful in my inspection of the body when we prepared it for burial. The lack of other wounds and absence of his blood convinced me that a vampire indeed did slay poor Emil. I only hope that the creature has left our area. Though I am preparing in case it strikes again. It has been my duty to inform Miss Shurgan of her husband's fate. She has agreed that precautions must be taken to safeguard the community. This afternoon, we quickly buried Emil. I did not have the heart to deny placing him in consecrated grounds. However, I took precautions. John Peters was good enough to quickly forge a stout iron bar, sharp at one end. In the presence of Benjamin Smith, Joseph White, John Witherspoon, John Peters, and Daniel Drake, I hammered the spike through Emil's body as it rested in the coffin. I made sure the spike went well into the earth at the bottom of the grave. My research tells me that this will destroy the vampire. Failing this, it is pinned to the earth and cannot rise. As an added precaution, we bound the hands and feet of Emil to further inhibit the corpse's movement. I pray these actions will keep Emil from rising and save his immortal soul. So according to this, removing the spike would remove him from his
Death.
Not his death, but he wouldn't be paralyzed anymore.
His I'm death.
I'm death.
And as old as he was, I don't doubt that those ropes would have
Been rotted out.
By then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, but again, they thought, and it's just suspicion.
Signs
Come
are
on,
showing.
doctor, you have to go with me here.
He goes, yeah. What do you say,
Like,
doc?
there's been a lot of suspicion.
This is my death.
Superstition is just
Like Coinkadink, he died on Halloween.
How many corpses were at the bottom of the well?
A lot.
October 31st.
We need garlic.
Like
Lots of
we need
garlic.
Your breath already smells far worse enough. Okay? Trust me.
That's the alcohol.
So you're reading this, and
Exactly.
Connolly's down here, and he's like, surely not.
see, I'm not the only one.
You think so? Oh,
Yes.
This is bad.
Well, there's a lot. There seems to be a lot towards it. Just saying.
I mean, I've been studying his work, this journal, and everything he's talked about seems to be right. And you were talking about, that Epcot guy.
Yes, but folk in that time they were highly superstitious.
And the least little thing would make them believe and be proof for them.
Mm-hmm. Science had not yet.
Well, they had thought that Ezekiel was a
So you're going
was a
with
witch, and he
bloodletting going
was.
bad.
And he was.
Well, what he saw looked more like a beast. It might have drank the blood, but I can't believe it's a vampire.
But you're saying that could
Feral.
have come back.
No, I'm not saying that either.
all we're saying
What
is
kind of
he said
large-
it was probably a vampire, so they made precautions, and then soon after the guy robs the grave, suddenly there's an attack exactly like the one that happened all these years ago.
Well, he's
And
been
the spike
robbing
is-
graves for a little while.
Who's got
But
the
that
spike?
is one of the last.
I've got the spike.
You got the spike?
But as soon as he upends
yeah,
that grave,
but soon after it is removed. Yeah. So one thing we should check. We should probably recheck the since it's daylight now, recheck the
grave?
Not the graves, the well where they were disposing of the bodies, and recheck the they were burning dead bodies. Because if the body was in the crematorium, if the body was in good condition, they would have taken it to the crematorium. If it was in bad condition, they would have thrown it in the grave.
Right.
And if what he's saying with the long claws, it would have shown either way.
I mean, it would have had to crawl out of that well.
It doesn't burn all of the bones completely. They have to grind them afterwards.
Yes.
But they would have probably, as soon as it got finished burning, they would have grinded them to hide them.
To make my bread. All right.
We could find out though if he brought a body there and then suddenly the body wasn't there anymore.
Maybe there are claw marks on the side of the well.
Yeah, I was saying that.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, now we can look
I really didn't look on my way down, so it was kind of
we can
dark.
look for claw marks.
And you know,
that we can do.
Vampires aren't real, and
hey, all we're trying to do is build a case for you that this is not real.
I listened to Buck Rogers. All right?
Buck fought a space
that
vampire
stuff
once.
is feasible.
Okay.
Actually started a fight with one of my friends that works. Like, Buck Rogers is more feasible sci-fi than Star Wars. It's like, shut up. I said, really, all we're talking about is suspended animation.
Yeah.
It's really and letting time go. Really not that hard.
Well,
much easier than Space
Star
Wizards
Wars
and Laser.
Star Wars isn't science fiction. It's science fantasy.
Yeah.
Science fiction is Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
This is true.
All right, so are we heading back to the cemetery?
I guess we go to the cemetery and find out where he was taking those bodies for the crematorium next. So we can.
So as you go, like Francis grabs you to the side and presses this little silver flask, and you don't drink it. It's holy water. Well, you don't drink it, but it's holy water. Keep it safe, just in case, you know.
It looks like vodka.
Yeah, it looks like vodka. But yeah, so you guys go back to the cemetery, the scene of the crime. Spot hiddens
Did
again.
y'all ask
I'll give you guys advantages so you can roll twice since you're out in the daylight.
I'm gonna keep that.
Wow. Yeah, I passed.
Yeah,
Those are out.
I failed both of them.
I have
Big
All
time.
right.
I got it.
So
Try
that's
again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a 79
All right,
and a 92.
10.
I just
Woo-hoo.
totally.
10
Nice.
10 on spot hidden. Oh yeah, that's an extreme.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got a normal success.
You didn't need to die.
So yeah, you guys.
I stop using the box. Throw my
The one who
Maybe I should do
did it really well. You kind of point out the other. Yeah, there are definite claw marks coming up out of the well. You can see it right up the side of it,
All right.
and like latching on the side. Now you guys have stomped over this area pretty well already. There's been like at least 10 people coming back and forth through here.
Yeah.
So footprints are kind of hard to pick up. Hasn't rained in a while neither, so that makes it hard to spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definite claw marks.
Okay.
Coming up the side.
Somebody threw a bear in the well.
Yeah.
So what kind of
That makes
natural
perfect sense.
animals, like large predators?
It would be big. It would be like a very large wolf or a bear to make claw marks.
Is any of that indigenous to
But
this
there's
area?
4. Yeah, that's 4.
I don't know. We could be reasonably superstitious and say
Well,
one of
a
those
vampire would have
vocal
5.
big animals.
Well, it depends
like
on
a
if it's using its.
raccoon.
Yeah.
Fingers, yeah.
But you grab, you're
Raccoon.
about to
Yeah, well, okay, we'll say that. You do see a 5th one. There is a 5th.
Oh, okay.
Like a small
It's
fifth one.
down to the bottom, yeah. But it's mostly the big 4 that you see.
I don't know many wolves
I
that
was
can
going to say
scale walls.
a wolf couldn't, a bear, some bears.
I mean, it's
when they
climbing
get
up
big,
a
they
sheer
can't either.
The sheer 90
stone
degree.
well.
Yeah.
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 If there was a
I'm
bear
going
down
up-
this well,
I'm
it
going
would
up
still
It's
be
about
there.
30 feet down.
It wanted
until you
out.
hit the debris.
Okay, we have some kind of monster.
Definitely some
Some
kind.
kind.
Not saying it's a vampire.
Yeah,
It might not be a vampire, but it is a monster.
okay, we have something unusual here,
He gets like a candy
supernatural.
corn.
Yes. That's how I'll walk around
Go,
the rest of the day.
go out and get some of the plastic fangs. Huh? Oh, that's right. That would have been a luxury back then.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money.
You ain't got that kind of cash bill. Huh?
Although I did double my income.
You did just double your income real quick.
Poor John
Like,
Watch
go
does
go
that.
watch.
$4 watch doubles your income?
40.
Oh, a $40.
No, it's a $40 watch. It was solid gold.
Okay, a $40 watch.
Yeah.
I thought you said 4. I'm like,
Oh, he had $4. Now he has 8. He did double it.
So-
this is true.
Now he times it by 10.
Been a good year.
So, crematorium, I'm assuming.
Oh no, we don't need to go there anymore because we found out where the thing come from.
Yeah.
Crematorium
Yeah.
was the case.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, something crawled out of this.
How do we track this thing down?
Now, could it have been one of the guys accidentally fell in and crawled up?
Yeah, was he Wolverine?
With claws. Alright, something this big.
Look.
Did the wife hear anything that night?
This is true. Did she hear anything?
Huh?
We haven't asked the wife if she
Yeah,
heard anything that night.
Ah. So we're not talking to the
Because
wife?
if something,
That's the wife.
yes.
And
Now,
she
this
died.
is huge. There are 3 people being ripped to shreds. I'd at least scream if I was being ripped to shreds.
There was screaming.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
From here, I mean, you're way back away from the house. They'd be hard pressed to hear it. To
Okay.
be honest with you, even if it was a blood curdling scream.
Ask her if she's seen
Just up
anything
the hill?
strange or any weird animals
And
that
it's
day.
door
Big
being
hill,
ripped off its
and
hinges.
it's back. Yeah.
Ask her if she's had any weird sightings or seen any weird animals
It
that
had
day.
been a loud scream. Plus, remember, this is old houses, thick wood, thick walls back there.
I'm walking around the house.
Good construction,
checking-
actual good construction.
Checking it
Oh,
out.
that's when, that's when they made on.
I'm gonna check the outside of
They
the
had to
house, see if
survive
there are any
winter
claw
and
marks
summer.
around the outside of the
Okay.
house. and
All right, so spot him.
Yeah.
No.
76.
Yeah, nobody's been around here.
I got 75 for my
You don't
skin.
see anything.
Oh, man.
Everything looks okay.
I got a hard success.
All right.
Wow,
You're-
you're
I
really
mean,
good at seeing.
You don't
things.
see anything that looks like claw marks or anything like that.
Just looks like a house.
Yeah, it looks like a house.
Okay.
So we're going to talk to Emily and Ella.
Yep.
Our friend hasn't been to the house. So.
Because October they would
And
have the
Taggart,
windows open.
Taggart's in there.
probably.
Actually, you see the car out front. Since you guys been come back down. Taggart's car is out front. He's been talking over with Emily about the letter.
See, I want to see if Taggart
He's
has,
tagging it for evidence. He's like, all you guys who touched this,
What is it?
the letter that he wrote.
No, only one of us touched it.
Only one touched it.
Oh, who's that? Oh, we're gonna need to fingerprint you to eliminate friends, just for
And
elimination.
I want
putting
to
you in
check
the
with
system, man.
Taggart because it's still a crime scene. Even if he didn't release him to the news, the police would at least take photos of the area
Of the area of what?
after the crime scene because they're saying that it was
Yeah,
a lot more blood than what we were
yeah.
seeing.
He
So
said,
maybe we
actually,
had
I just
blood
got them.
after.
I just got them developed. So it takes some time back in the day. He would have sent that out to Greenfield and had it sent back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
So
wanna see
actually, I have them in the car. And,
I would have tried my photography skill, but I think I'd blow up the photography level. it's a 25, and I'm rolling like 80s and 90s.
You got the flash going the wrong way. You got the hand up thing. the tray with the flash powder. So yeah, he goes out and gets the folder, and he's like, I'm not really comfortable with you guys like looking at crime scene photos, but if you're helping with the case, and we have the doctor here.
I was going to say, would you be if we limited it to just
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I mean, the doctor, if you can help with any of that, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And he shows you the photos. It's rough. I mean, it's bad. I mean, you see the dry blood. I mean, it's just it's red and wet.
Is it more blood than what we see right now?
I mean, there's more blood than what you had seen, obviously, because it dried over time, but it still doesn't add up.
Yeah.
You're
Would these
like,
have been black or white or color?
these would be black and white back then.
They
So
did
it's-
not have
it's-
color yet.
You just see
Well, they
slick.
have color. Yourself.
You can definitely tell that it's wet.
Yeah,
Because you get.
but you don't take pictures in
Because a
color.
small
You
town
have to
cop
do it
was
yourself.
definitely splurged for color photos
Yeah.
in 1930.
There's a couple pictures with his finger in the lens. Obviously, Willie took these pictures.
Yeah, so I relay that information that it still doesn't add up to what.
Still a lot of blood.
Not
To what?
enough blood here.
Yeah.
Saul.
Vampires.
Vampires. I'm telling you, vampires.
Got some powers on.
Just saying. I think I'm a
Are-
crazy
are-
kid.
What are you going on the vampires now?
I've been with you on this 100%.
I'm not buying it.
I'm not
You're gonna go
either.
without it
Because you like your soft
He says,
I see it as a.
he says, what did you guys find out? You guys found out anything?
Nope. Nothing. Nope.
Sharing with the police. Okay. Yeah. You guys find anything? What'd you find?
No.
I know you guys gotta find something. You guys are
Found
good.
an iron spike.
Where'd you find that?
Down the well.
It was in the well?
Yeah.
How did we miss that? Willie?
Did y'all go in the well?
No, we didn't go in the well.
So that's how you missed it.
That's problem.
You guys went in the well?
That's how you
You
missed
guys
it.
are good.
He went in the well.
We
You
put
in the
one-
well?
We put
I
one
went in the well.
What else is in the well?
Bones.
Bones.
Oh, where he's getting ready to. Yeah, so the letter's kind of
Rats.
pointing towards
There are
that.
rats. Too.
Rats. So
Now, were they
anything else you
big
guys
rats?
find?
Could they have done the scratch marks?
No. It needs to be a huge rat. Rat about 5'10", 140 pounds.
Or 9
A
One
rat,
rat
King
for like,
Rat.
a rat of unusual size.
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
Let's go with a witch. We're in Massachusetts. It's a witch.
It's a witch. Totally it's a witch. Witches have claws. They totally have claws.
Yeah.
We already dealt with one. Or warlock, what have you.
Yes. See, I believe in that a lot better than I do.
Then the full-on vampire.
Yeah,
Blah,
full-on
blah, blah. Never in my life have I said the blah, diddy, blah. I love that. That's my favorite line in the whole movie. That Hotel Transylvania.
Oh.
They keep going blah, blah, and he goes, I have never, ever said blah, diddy, blah. Where this got started?
Him and vampires.
All right.
We use her around town. Blah blah.
Have you got any other suspects?
No, we only really found that one. Not a whole lot of hobos here in
Yeah,
Asheville.
that's
Honestly, I've been telling you.
Did you let the hobo go?
Yeah, we got nothing else on him. He had this weird kind of scrape on his neck. We had him checked out, but he's okay.
Who?
The hobo guy.
Pete?
Pete, Stinky Pete.
Oh.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
You missed that. Yep.
Where can we find Stinky Pete?
Probably back at his hobo camp, Stinky Pete's hobo camp.
What kind of cut?
Back in Greenville.
Does it have a sign? Stinky Pete's Hobo Cat.
Well, you've been there already. It's near the train tracks.
But was it just a scrape? It wasn't like.
It's like something bitty. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe, he sleeps in the rough. Could have been a
Like a squirrel
rat
or
or something like that. Squirrel. Yeah. The cat in your coat's gone.
Snake.
What was that?
Let's backtrack and visit Stinky Pete. We got.
Going back out to Greenville?
We can't get any other information.
What time of day are we at right now?
We'll say it's about noonish. So yeah, you can go ahead and run into Greenville for lunch.
Do we have a copy of the map? Or
Of the town's map?
Yeah. Can you give us a copy of the map?
Yeah, I still got the open.
I was about to say we had
The
a
travel
copy
map?
of it. We had a copy of it last time.
And all
At least there's no rooms on the floor that I read and like jump us ahead 400.
No.
State, which I don't think
Are
exists.
you asking the sheriff?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of old farms that haven't been used in a long time. It could have been one of them.
Honestly, that would
kind of
be
have to go to the county. One, go see Stinky Pete. Two, go check out the county seat, see where
Yeah,
sugar farm might have been.
it could have been.
Just believes it. Vampires like familiar
You
settings.
might want to ask him.
Dracula likes his castle.
No, I know what he's
Yeah,
talking
Durgan
about.
likes his farms.
So,
I'll go with Bourbon Boy.
so
Where's
we're all
Bourbon
heading
Boy
up. We're
going?
heading up. Are we all going together to see Stinky Pete, or are we splitting up?
Oh God.
I mean, there might be still some places for some of us to be checking out in here.
By the time you get to
Right.
Greenville, it's going to be around one-ish.
Okay, why don't we have, who else is good with, I've got research and
Oh,
library.
the
use.
antiquarian's good.
I got a
with it.
six. I got a 60. I got
Okay.
61 on library use.
Okay, I've got a,
35 history.
I've got
I
a
might be able to use a
63.
card catalog in the library.
Oh, whenever you make, for the people who have not played before, whenever you make a skill, when you roll a skill, you succeed, put a check by it.
Right.
Oh.
But you can improve it later. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
erase all those other checks that I
So-
had that you make for your improving characters and put a check by the ones that you know you made.
And so Connor has an appraise and I have an appraise.
Oh, and one
Okay,
other
so-
thing, if you're coming up, I didn't explain the luck very well, or some skills. When you're making a skill roll, you can spend luck at a 1-to-1 ratio to make the skill. Like if you're like 5 points away from making that skill, you can spend 5 points of luck.
Oh.
But it brings your total luck down. So like when you need to make the roll, you can literally run out of luck. One other thing, if you're, unless it's like combat or something like that, and you're trying to make the roll, you can try again and say, I'm trying harder. Like you're trying to bust a door down, and it's like, you know, when you step back and really go at it and go, I'm gonna try again. You can try again, but if you fail again, it's worse. Whatever happened, bad. Because like the first time you try to knock the door down, okay, you failed. You didn't knock the door down. Second time you failed, okay, yeah, you bust right through and go out the window the other side. We're 3 floors up. You know,
I broke down the door.
Exactly.
It's open.
So yeah, you can try again, but if you fail, it's worse. If you fail again, it's worse. You can. It's called pushing the roll. I'm gonna push you.
Okay.
Really push you. So yeah, just a few quick mechanics in there I didn't explain at the beginning. Other than that, yeah, we're gonna go see Stinky Pete. Who's seen Stinky Pete? Raise your hand.
I'm gonna.
I thought you were going to kind of see.
I didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah, we need smart people going to check out the
County seat and look.
the county
for
seat,
things.
the for lands. Who's going to see Stinky Pete?
I guess I should
You
go.
guys-
I'll
you're
go-
the
I'll go
librarian.
with you.
I'll go with you.
I think
with
the
us.
doctor should definitely examine him.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Stinky Pete.
Yeah.
So
I'll
you
go-
three?
The
I'll go
three
with
of us are going to
All right,
the
and the other
county.
three?
And the other two will go.
4. Are you going with them to the?
Are you going with us or with them?
They're going to
I'll
see
go
Stinky-
with Stinky Pete.
Gonna go see Stinky Pete.
Okay.
So you go to go
got
see
the
Stinky
steaks.
Pete, and it is daylight, so you feel better about it.
He could be.
And yeah, you come up there, and there is a small fire going.
That's just a myth.
Does he sparkle?
Something's kind of snoring over there in the bedroll, snoring away.
I just walk up to him and try to wake him.
And you go, look, you guys again. You got any more of that stuff?
You got any more of those gold watches?
No.
Okay.
No. Fresh out. Sorry, you take it. He's like, and he's got this bandage around his neck.
I cut right to the chase. Pete, what happened to your neck?
Something bit me. Not,
You mind if I take a look at it? I'm a doctor.
your doctor? Yeah, sure. Pulls his eye.
Re-examination.
Yeah.
That one looks more realistic. That one looks more realistic.
All right, road medicine. So yeah, I definitely.
27?
Yeah.
21.
And hard success, I think.
Oh yeah, hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like 2 big puncture marks right there at the jugular.
Do I recognize what might have caused it?
The bite marks are pretty far apart. I was like, you don't recognize any animal that would have done a distinctive. Oh, I mean, it'd been a snake, but it'd been a snake with a
Big
head.
snake.
Are there any other teeth? Any other teeth impressions?
No, just those 2.
You ever seen the tanker trucks brand new?
And he is pale.
How you been
fresh
feeling?
is- I'll check how
I ain't been feeling too good, to be honest with you. I'm not feeling too good at all.
because we've had a night, so
Yeah. How when did you get this bite?
That night that weird guy was here. I woke up. I felt the bite, and I woke up, and it was Sam. He was saying something weird.
It's like,
So
It's
so
a
there
good
was a
thing.
weird
It's
guy
German.
biting
I
your
was talking
neck.
to other guys, and they said it's German. It's German, definitely German.
That's my
Not
language.
Romanian.
Bet you're not there.
Yeah. Said blah
Yeah,
blah
I'm
blah.
gonna be going with vampire.
I check his pulse and I'm going to listen to his heart to see if everything
All right.
is sounding as
We
it
can make
should.
that all the same roll. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah.
We make it all part of the same
Made a
check.
believer out
His
of it.
pulse is very, very low. Very, very low.
So,
Not. I mean, there is one. His heartbeat is very, very low.
How does he feel? Does he?
temperature
I take his
Pressure is
temperature.
like really, huh?
I take his temperature.
Very cool. Very cool to touch.
What about? I actually use a thermometer. What do I?
Where are we going with this?
Orally.
Oral thermometer.
Did they have oral? Come on.
I don't think they had it back then.
I don't either.
Just look at your arm.
I'm not pretty sure they had those
back
either.
then.
Still mercury, we know that.
Dog's like, hey, dog.
Don't break it.
No, you turn my head golf on this one. What? His temperature is a little low. It's like 95.
Okay.
But he's out sleeping outside.
Yeah.
Well, that used to be normal for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
All right.
Cold-blooded. But yeah, he's definitely anemic. Yeah, low blood pressure, low pulse rate.
Do I have any iron pills on me?
Luck roll. See what's in your bag.
He's also homeless, so he's not going to be
Yeah.
eating well, and he's
not gonna be
sleeping
eating well.
outside.
Luck.
Yeah.
That right there.
No, I failed.
Bill, you don't have any iron pills with you, but she can write you a script. You got your script.
Okay.
I think this is before insurance, so he still has to be able to afford the pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can give him a couple bucks. Yeah. Yeah, you can give him a couple bucks.
That's what
But
I
yeah,
say,
you can
iron,
write him a script. Go,
probably.
tell him to take care of himself. But I mean, he's alive. Maybe he's been drained a little bit. Don't know why he didn't kill him. Don't know.
Well, he
And
woke up.
the last thing I'm going to check is does the bite wound appear to be infected or need any kind of further medical
No,
attention?
it's nice and clean. To be honest, it's weird. No infection. I mean, it's a little puffy, but honestly, from just a wound.
All right, I tell them, I say, well, you appear to be all right, just a little peak it. You need to take care of yourself and get some iron.
I'll get right on that. Yeah.
Yeah, you give him a couple of bucks, it's going to go for another bottle.
Unscrewing my flask and tipping my finger on it and just touching the side of his neck.
He's like, what was that? Vodka? What?
Yep. Just checking. He checks out.
Now there's a clean spot. You're like, oh. Just one.
You use holy water on him?
Yeah.
just a drop spot on him. Everything else is all smudgy and
It's like he's good.
gross.
It didn't bubble away or anything.
Yeah.
No burning.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not quite undead.
He's not undead. Or at least not
Or
yet.
one reason or another, he didn't get turned. Yeah.
Well, the vampire got drunk. I was like, well, I'm done. Wandered
Remember that
off.
classic one, the George Hamilton vampire one?
Yeah, Love at First Bite.
Love First Bite, where he drank from the drunk and got drunk, flew in the window or something. Hilarious. It's one of my favorite ones. Love at First Bite. That was a great movie.
It was a good movie. I hadn't thought
I think that was
about
a made-for-TV movie, wasn't it? I think it was like on ABC or
I
something
haven't
like
thought
that.
about that in so long, but
What's
it wasn't
that?
a funny
It was a made-for-TV movie, wasn't it? It was on.
I know. I think it was a.
Love at First
The
Bite was
drunk
at the
bat-
theater because it was
Yeah.
George Hamilton. He was a big star back then.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching it on
Yeah.
TV, but I'm
I
sure.
mean,
on
the
did-
drunk bat just leaving and
Yeah, it was the back got drunk.
yeah.
I think he flew into the window.
I think yeah.
I loved the guy playing Renfield too. He was,
Oh, he did great
yeah,
for a
he
Renfield.
was really good.
And there's
Oh, maybe he was trying to turn the hobo into a Renfield if it's a vampire. Not.
Yeah. So,
Dracula Dead and Loving It was a,
I'm not a Leslie Nielsen fan. I'm not. I never was.
Oh, my heart.
Oh, really?
Hurt me.
Is it bad? Is that done?
hey, Lieutenant
Leslie Nielsen.
Frank Drebin is a god.
Did it sing a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, it's okay, but it's not.
Surely you
I
can't.
love Airplane. I mean, the Airplane's great.
Surely you can't be serious.
I know. Yeah. I love,
Why are you calling me
I
Shirley?
Love Airplane.
Call me Shirley.
And well, the Breakfast at Tiffany's. I mean, that's classic. But, yeah.
But
I just was not a police squad fan. I just was not. I couldn't get into
You
it.
just didn't like Nordberg.
I
Yeah, the
don't
thing
know.
about
Maybe.
O.J. Simpson just.
I'm gonna say maybe early prejudice against OJ, preemptive prejudice. I don't know. Did you see that one Saturday Night Live one where he's got going out on a date with some girl from like some Eastern Bloc country, that hadn't used in forever didn't know who OJ was. It was hilarious. she's slowly started trying to realize, oh crap, she's talking to OJ, has no idea who OJ is. So anyway, we are at the county seat, looking at land deeds, and it's boring. It has a lot of books, and it's dusty, and shit work. So roll your library use.
Actually, I failed.
You got nothing.
I got a success.
Got a success. Got 2 successes. So we're zeroing in on it. So yeah, checking it out, and yeah, you kind of think you got an idea where the sugarcane farm is in Ashfield. You kind of circle it on the map that they gave you. We'll say it's like here. Red, make it easy to spot. There. You're thinking it's there. Top right corner.
Yep. It's kind of hard to miss the red.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's your best guess.
And where was the cemetery?
Way down.
There's the North Ashfield Cemetery. Yeah, you had it upside down.
I had it upside down?
Yeah. So it's
Actually, not too far.
Yeah, but not too far away.
Yeah. So we'll say it's about 2-ish. We get back in Ashfield by about 3.
Okay.
What are we doing?
We need to compare notes.
Yeah, we just compare notes and drive back.
Cool. This is true because it was all agree.
Sticky Pete's not a vampire.
Yet.
I didn't have to stake him yet.
You and these vampires.
Are we gonna? I mean, what are we doing on the way? Are we gonna go to confront the villain, or are we doing anything?
Confront the villain when we don't know who the villain actually is.
Let's go check out this farm.
Let's try it.
You gonna check out the farm?
Sure.
It's during the day.
Yeah.
Let's check out the farm.
Let's go see the farm. If there's anything still there. That's
All
the
right.
villain. Okay.
Here's where the video smiles. It's too late.
We're in the bad place.
I'm spending the whole car trip dunking my bullets in the holy water.
In holy water?
Yeah.
Little 38 bullets?
Why are you wetting your bullets?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Not the bourbon, but the holy water. Make sure you got the right bottle.
Yeah,
Silver flask, gold
one's
flask.
got a cross on it. One's got 3 X's.
No, yours had Saturday on it.
Oh yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, this one had Saturday.
So you guys are driving down that way, and it's all overgrown. I mean, it's rough. You're in the sticks, and like there's a little, almost like cart path, more than a road, going into some trees. It's all overgrown. Everything's looking right, like the house should be there, but you can't see it for like all the overgrown brush. And remember, it's fall, so like everything's brown and dead and kind of there.
Does it
All
look like
foreboding looking.
the path has been
spot hidden.
Extreme success.
Extreme success.
I failed.
Success.
I wrote a 0, 0, 0.
That's
bad.
You trip
That's a 100.
coming out of the car. You trip coming out of the car. Stub your toe. It's bad.
I got
You're gonna need some Bicuricon, lidocaine.
I didn't know there was a critical failure in this game.
That is a critical fail.
Critical fail.
001.
There's extreme. There's a 0-1 is even better than extreme success, but a 100 is the biggest fail you can fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You trip out of the car, kind of fall.
Don't do that in combat.
Cut your oil off
Doctor's
or
bag
your
spills out all its stuff. You're scribbling back in it.
When shooting, don't roll a 0, 0.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
do
don't
it.
do that either.
That will make you hit. They say to make it just like misfire. No, you usually shoot somebody else. If it's a big group like yours,
Twice.
you hit somebody else.
In a row.
We're gonna share later. Yeah, so there is the extreme success. Somebody has been walking in here recently. Actually, pushing like a cart. Looks like because there's like one wheel track.
So wheelbarrow.
And some steps. Wheelbarrow. Yeah, like a hand cart, wheelbarrow, something like that, but like one
Wheels.
track, and like it's been coming in and out.
Follow the trail.
So vampires fly.
Follow the trail.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we're going up, and you're kind of sort of seeing the house in between all the weeds and the brush and stuff, it's starting to make this very old, dilapidated, hasn't been touched in 100 years kind of house. You know, way back in the woods, kind of like Living Dead kind of stuff. Everybody make a luck roll, please.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm good.
You got
I'm
one.
not.
Now he gets a
Oh,
one.
the one.
Everybody's good? Nobody
No, I
failed?
failed.
Oh.
You failed?
It's actually perfect. It's actually perfect. Because you've been kind of stumbling along, you kind of twisted your knee a little bit.
I'm having a rough night, guys. I'm not usually like this.
Kind of twisted your knee a little bit.
Did you get
and
into his
you're
bourbon?
walking off along, and you guys are following along the path, but you kind of spread out because there's like 7 of you.
Good roll.
And you step in something, and it goes snap right on your foot.
Oh, there goes your knee.
There goes your leg.
Leg is gone.
3 points of damage, and like a bear trap has snapped on your foot.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah,
Just thinking about it.
Snaps right on your. I mean, the big old steel with
Hey,
the
he can
sharp
He
teeth
can give you
kind of
tough
thing.
medical treatment though.
Snap.
Once he gets over the shock.
Snap.
Snap, we go.
Oh no, I scream
Yeah,
out.
you scream. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
scream.
scream, and then off from the house here,
hiding.
like a lot of them. And yeah, piling out of the house are 3 big black dogs.
I don't think your cat's very happy right now.
Cat's inside your coat going.
What do I have to do?
There are 4 big, huge black dogs running out of the house.
Okay.
What do I have to do to undo my?
I mean, you can pull it apart. I mean,
Okay.
you know how to do it. You know, an animal would. They would just kind of, flip out.
You can pull it out, you can fall away.
You're going to spend a round pulling your foot out.
Okay.
Or you can just shoot and leave your foot in the trap.
I'll spend the round pulling. I don't have a gun, so I'm gonna spend a round.
That's right. Scalpel.
Yeah, amputate your leg real quick.
Yeah,
And then fall back and fall in the other bear trap.
you're right.
So, yeah. And now that you look, yeah, they're everywhere. There's like bear traps everywhere, all spread out.
Oh, lovely.
All spread out, a nice ring around the house.
Apparently, I was hopping and skipping
The
and
dogs
jumping
know exactly
around
where they
them
are.
God, yeah.
with my roll of 1 on my luck roll.
I mean, they're not like a perfect ring. There's like, maybe 5-6 feet between traps that they know to get the
Kind of like what a bootlegger would have.
Exactly.
All right.
So yeah, here they come. Who's got the highest dex?
50.
55.
45.
60.
He's got 60.
60 is the highest dex.
Yeah. That's the doctor.
Fang is going first.
And it's the doctor.
Yeah, and it's the doctor.
Huh?
Doctor has highest dex.
The doctor's is 60.
Isn't his deck going to be compromised because of him in a bear
Like
trap?
I said, he can spend around either pulling himself out of the trap or doing something.
Well, I pulled myself out of the trap.
You're trying to pull your foot out of the trap? So that's basically what you're doing there,
You're
right?
not gonna be able to stand after
Well, Killer and Fang are going to go first.
Killer and Fang.
Yeah.
course.
Big dog.
Big dogs.
this. Big angry dog.
One's running towards you for a big, huge bite, and one's running towards you and that cat for a big bite.
Klaus can run. He's fine.
Klaus is gone. He's
Yeah.
climbed up over your shoulder and
He's gone, running to that little girl in the town.
not very far away.
He would run for
Oh
her.
my god!
Uh-oh.
He launches himself like right for your throat. Going, I mean, perfect look. I mean,
That's a film about
yeah, he crit his bite. Yeah, you can opt to dodge
right back.
or fight back.
Right back.
Yeah, if you're fight skill is better than his, you can actually hit him before he hits you, or score the hit, or you can just dodge and try to avoid the hit.
You're probably going to dodge.
But you do lose your next turn.
Do I?
Yeah.
Because you're trying to duck out of the way. Well, combat dodge doesn't do that. I thought it was for ducking a gunfire.
Yeah, if I had my gun out
So it's like
already,
hit the dirt or try to fight back or just take it.
If I had my gun out already, could I blast him?
I mean, chances are you have your gun out, but he's got the drop on him. You were looking at the dock.
Yeah, I'm dodging out of the way.
You'll try to dodge out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay, now you will lose your next action because you're basically hitting the dirt.
Your dodge is your
You will lose your action.
Dex. It's half your dex.
It's half your dex. Your
And
dodge.
if you added any skill points to it.
And I didn't make it.
He didn't make it. So, right on your throat, it's bad. I mean, it's bad. And he just starts shaking like that.
Oh.
These dogs know how to do their stuff. 5 points of damage.
How much?
5 points of damage.
Are you a vampire now?
Yeah.
Where do I enter?
What's your hit points?
Here. I'm at 6 now.
So started with 11.
I started with 11.
Oh, just short of a major wound. Yeah,
So
so short of
close.
a major wound. It's bad. Yeah, so like, and then the dog on you misses.
Hell yeah.
I was distracted by the cat.
Yeah, the cat ran.
He's like, I will actually.
But that's a good cat.
No, the cat is wrong.
It's running off after the cat.
No!
There's still 2 more dogs.
Okay, well, it's going after my cat. I'd rather have my cat.
It's running off after the cat.
All of my fortune goes to that cat.
It was like launching right towards you, sees the cat go over your shoulder and launches over, climbs over you.
Yo,
and goes
I'm
after
gonna
the
grab
cat.
that dog and kill it.
Basically, just climbs over you and goes after.
I'm
the
going
cat.
after that dog.
All right, so who has next task? Next, well, the doc is next. What are you doing? You're pulling yourself out of the trap?
Yeah, I'm pulling myself out of the
You just
trap.
saw him, just like, run, and you're like, ah. I mean, legit choice.
Alright, so.
Trying to think. Yeah, you just pull yourself. You just spin your ground and just do it. There's no roll. Who's next time?
I got 55.
55.
You going back? Nope.
Nobody else beat 55?
I guess I'm
What's
gonna.
the dex on that PI over there? 50? 50. Okay.
I guess I'm gonna try to shoot the dog that's trying to kill him.
Don't miss.
Yeah. Woo!
10.
I got a 10.
It's a hard success.
That's a hard success.
Alright, so roll your damage.
Let's see here. 1d10 plus 2.
So it was Fang that hit you. And Killer went off after the cat.
Yeah,
I got a 10 damage on it.
Oh yeah, you off to the side. Dog goes.
It's dead?
If it gets,
Yeah. I was like, please let that thing.
It's a dead dog or a demon dog.
It's not a vampire.
Yeah, no red glowy eyes or nothing like that. They're dogs.
I've never heard of a vampire that is a dog.
50.
Or 55.
I'm gonna, well, the one on me
There's 2
is.
more that are still going. You
Yeah,
already shot the one
somebody
off
else
you.
I'm gonna shoot one of the other ones.
Okay.
I was gonna say they're all 50.
Oh, who else 50?
Yeah,
Didn't you lose your turn though from dodging?
No, all of you go.
I lost my turn for dodging.
That's right, you did.
I'm climbing the tree still.
You're still climbing the tree?
I don't know.
Climb skill.
Yeah. And I'm
Don't
sorry.
miss.
I missed.
You missed.
So you fell on the tree.
Yeah.
Butch is, yeah.
I'm on the
Yeah,
ground.
fall on the tree. Make your luck roll.
Oh God. I'm good.
Catches himself, lands like that.
You're good.
Alright, so
saving the cat in the town.
you shooting the dog?
Yes.
Now you got a handgun, right?
Yes.
Now here's the thing with a handgun. Like you can spend it all on one shot and do like a regular roll, or you can spend 3 shots, but each of them are at disadvantage, which means you would have to roll twice for each shot and take the worst.
One shot.
One shot.
Because, like, I know if I miss, you're gonna make me shoot my own cat.
Well, I'm gonna say the cat's gone, but yeah, you'll still
The
miss.
dog will.
I've got
go after the town, though, and that's not good.
100% with my with the firearm.
Oh.
It's your firearm skill.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I just roll.
No.
No? Blam!
Automatic
Miss.
failure.
It's kind of hard. Trying to shoot dog right away from you.
He's running that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's gonna go to
Well,
the
he
town
already
and
did
start
it
killing
once,
people
so
too.
I don't
No, not really.
The beer,
Me.
the beer.
I mean, it's a dog.
I doubt he'll get all the way through.
You get
Who else was shooting?
Oh.
I have another 50.
You're 45 because I'm 40. I'm last to go.
Yeah, you got skipped. Well, you've
I
already.
already shot you
Yeah,
guys.
so 45.
So I guess it's me now.
What's your dex?
50. Oh, but
Your dex is 40.
oh, 45. My fault.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got 1 dog on the ground. We've got 2 still coming towards us.
And
Yeah.
one after the cat.
I'm not worried about the cat.
Oh, screw that cat, she says.
I'm allergic to cats.
You can't be allergic to him because he doesn't create dander.
Oh my God. Really?
I don't like them either.
Oh no.
Because, there's one problem with kittens. They become cats. I'm going
Under the
to
toenail.
shoot at the dogs coming towards us.
Okay.
Great.
And
This is lunch.
I got a critical success.
Critical success.
Critical success. So, that's max damage and plus your roll.
Wow.
He's dead.
Yeah.
So, D10 plus 2. So it's 5 right there, and then I get a roll for
Well, see, what's your
Your
normal
max
damage?
damage.
What's the normal damage?
D10 plus 2.
So 12 plus what you just rolled.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 3, so that'll be like
Another 5, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So 17 total.
Because of the
Yeah,
plus
so
2
you,
would be
like, it's coming up to you and you like blam and the head goes.
Okay.
It
took out a
it
dog.
doesn't have a mouth to bark with anymore.
Your dex is
40.
alright.
Alright. I did not. No.
Boom! Misses. So the other one is launching at you
Oh, cool.
as you shot at it. It misses.
Both of us have dust in our
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah. Both of you are like, not face, not face.
The other two went.
New
round?
Kill the other one. The other one ran off. There's only one really still here attacking.
Right.
The doctor pulled himself out of the trap.
Yes. You might want to look at
That's
that
new
leg.
round.
All right.
Doc.
I'm going to try to reach in my bag and grab a scalpel.
Okay.
And I'm just going to, if it's close, I'll attack.
One on that one. Yeah.
Is it within reach?
You can reach out and grab it. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
What do I?
Depends on where
It
you
would be a
stand.
fighting roll.
Bone.
Somebody help me out. Where do I see fighting at?
It would be brawling.
Brawling. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
So very
25%
top
if you don't have any
it's
points in
a
it.
fighting
He's a
brawl.
doctor.
25%.
Oh yeah, because I don't even
Got
have
a little
brawling.
bit different.
Fighting,
No,
brawl,
yeah,
fighting.
Right there, you've got
It's a little
35
bit
points.
right
Oh,
here.
there it is. Okay.
25% base.
35.
So you got to get under 25.
Oh my
Oh.
God. I'm sorry. It's been nice knowing you.
Oh.
100.
Oh.
100.
You just slit your own throat.
Another set of dice.
Oh my god.
You might want to get a different die.
You were excited about those dice too.
I know, right? Screw these dice.
They've been good in other games.
I'm excited about your dice.
I know.
It's like someone else. I'm glad he doesn't have a gun.
Oh my God. So he's going to slash the dog and just like opens your femoral artery along your leg.
Don't worry. I can fix you.
Roll a d6, please.
Huh?
Roll a d6.
Because he's extremely sharp. It's a scalpel.
Well, hang on. I call that leaner.
Oh.
5.
5. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, he opened your artery. It's bad.
You are pulsing.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Well,
We're gonna need a tourniquet.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Know what I'm doing next round.
Just don't.
roll those dice.
Right?
Yeah, don't.
There's another dog.
100 again. We've got 1 dog.
All right, we're at 55, right?
All right, 21. That's the extreme success.
Wait a minute. Did you go before him?
I thought you were 50.
Oh, I am. You go.
Yeah, you go ahead. We'll keep your shot just in case you need it.
Okay.
Because we still get one more shot at a dog that's running off.
Yep. All right. So, I guess I'm going to shoot the dog. It's going
Don't miss.
Rolled triple hits.
No, I missed. 65.
Blam! So yeah, you see her get cut wide open. You're like, whoa, blam!
My heart now curling up.
He's like, what the hell, Doc?
Wait, it's okay. The blood will draw the vampire.
It's all right. It's like bait.
It's bait.
But it's daylight.
So yeah,
Over 50?
we'll go.
I got 100.
We're going 100 on handgun?
Yeah. Firearms.
Huh? You can't have 100. You can only have like 80.
80?
Yeah.
So that means you get respect 20 of those points.
Yeah.
Oh, did not know that.
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
knock
still-
that down to 80. Actually, 75. You really shouldn't have higher than 75. I'm sorry, my bad for not telling you.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
really
gotta
shouldn't
respect
have
those points
higher
at
than
least.
75 on any
Yeah,
trade.
you get to put those
Where are
20
you
points
using?
elsewhere.
Yeah,
25
you put
points
those 25
elsewhere.
somewhere else.
Points.
Like
What?
Like
Like where?
Put it into rifles.
Put it into rifles.
Or you can put it in dodge.
The firearms.
Or dodge, yeah, put it in dodge.
Put it in your dodge.
I don't think they specify.
They
That
do.
does.
They did?
Rifles and
Yeah,
handguns.
handguns
Yep.
and-
Yeah, you
there
can
is
put
a
it towards
difference.
you can put towards rifle or you were better, so I would make it like rifles.
Never know when you're gonna.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Favorite weapon is the
So yeah, you like your 75 your handgun and make like whatever else you like.
Well, the thing.
It'll still be a hard success, though.
So we're gonna go ahead and keep that. You had like a critical. You had a critical that he rolled.
He was a bit hard with the newer.
Yeah, it's just a hard now.
All right, that's still. What is the dog on her? Or the dog is running away.
I'll get the one that's actually attacking a party member.
There you go.
So-
All right, roll D10
Bye-bye,
plus 6.
kitty.
3.
3.
I rolled.
You hit him in the leg, in the back leg.
Roll
And
the
we'll
one.
keep him from biting her.
All right.
As he goes,
The only
Oh,
damage,
see,
the
all
only
your problems are
damage
solved.
The only damage she
So what if
received
you're
is from party
squirting
members.
blood? You're fine.
You've already.
My job's done
Still
here.
50s, isn't it?
50s.
sliced
Are we
you
still
open.
going through the 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're at 50.
I'm just gonna run up and kick the dog that's
I'm
on
going to
her.
kick the dog.
So fighting, brawling.
Yeah.
I run up and I kick the dog.
I got it. With the. No, I didn't get a hard. I got it. I think that's a D3, isn't it?
D3 busted average. Going to shoot.
0. Hey, 3. I was thinking about headbutting it, then I thought that would just be wrong.
That would be wrong. That would be very wrong.
I'm afraid your cat's on her own.
In the side a little bit. It's running off. It's running off. It's like, screw this. You're kind of limping.
So now we're at 45?
Yeah, now we're at 45.
Okay.
You still,
Oh, you haven't did your 50 yet. Yeah.
So you got one
Are
more
you
shot
gonna
at
shoot
that
at the dog for your cat, or
Better get
That's
it.
what I say, yeah, because
You can
this
push
one
this
doesn't
if
have
you
really
want.
good
dog.
range.
No, it's combat.
Oh,
It was a double lot.
It
Yeah.
was like complete 0. No, nothing.
Yeah, that's
100.
like a critical.
That was
Did you just shoot your own cat?
That's gotta be it.
On the bright side, it was going the other way, so none of us can get shot.
This is true.
Until the gun explodes.
So you're shooting back out the
Unless
way
it
you
re-
came.
Oh, just tell me I shot my cat. Just tell me.
No, it's good.
You're shooting out the way you came, and you missed the dog, and somewhere out across the road, boom. Shot the cat.
My cat's okay.
You turn your cat into a
shot
fine
the
red
car.
mist.
No.
I can pay for it. Not really.
Okay.
Luckily,
I
at this
said not
time, they're
really.
only $800.
She can pay for that.
Now you guys can sit here for a week and not hit that car from where you're all at. He did.
Good job, sir.
Talented.
Can a pistol
Good
really
job,
get
sir.
that far?
So yeah, I'm side right here, boom.
I can fix that.
Perfect shot in the damn thing. Now, as a wheel rolls down the road on fire,
I can fix it.
the tire rolls down the road on
This
fire.
has probably been a boiler type car back then.
Yeah. But
You blew up the car.
It was a shit car if we could only handle one shot.
What the hell was it? A Pinto?
It was a horrible
every
car.
shot again, you got to sit here all week and not hit that car. One shot McGee over here.
It was a horrible car. We could only sustain one hit and then it
Yeah, but
blows up.
it could hold all of us.
Anybody else still going?
I did say that.
I've got. We both have a turn, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the dog.
Okay. So try to shoot the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too.
Ouch. I failed. Wasn't critical though. I mean, it
Oh,
wasn't.
you just missed. Okay.
I just missed.
Hits the dirt.
There's one on you while you bleed out.
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you trying to shoot it?
I'm going to try shooting it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're closest.
Wait, you shooting the dog or me? Which one?
Fair.
Fair question.
Fair
Very
question.
fair question.
Got a 99.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Really, a 99?
Yeah.
Is it a revolver?
What did you have?
Is it an automatic?
Automatic.
It
It jams. Yeah, you go shoot it and it jams.
Yeah, click.
And click. Yeah, you got to clear it.
I have never seen this many.
I have. We're going to talk about it here in a minute.
Oh.
I have never seen
was-
this many.
This is so disastrously close to a TBK.
Yeah.
Which we have had in this scenario.
No, we had 2 survivors, me and someone else.
I've totally had TBK on the same game though.
Oh, okay.
Complete TBK. Yeah, you do. There was 2 survivors.
It was me and someone else.
Yeah. So you all are getting the dogs are running off. You're going, the dog's like screw this. I got shot, got kicked in the ribs. I'm running off in the ribs. So you're kind of getting yourself together. You're
I immediately, I'm going to try to tend to her.
Okay.
Don't roll another dog.
Zeros.
Keep your eyes closed.
Oh yeah, you got the other guy bleeding out his throat too.
I failed. I rolled a 90.
No,
You rolled a 9.
Oh, a 9. A 9.
9.
This goes
Oh.
first.
Here's where I ask: have you played RPGs before?
Huh?
We know you made them.
This one comes
You played
first.
them.
I was so worried that I was going to fail that. As soon as I saw that 9, I was like, you got to be kidding
You
me.
got a hard success.
I got heart stuff.
Hard
So
success.
yeah, you actually get a point back.
Thank you.
You're bleeding out of your neck.
He's bleeding out his neck.
All right. So I got to roll again.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
I just start pulling alcohol.
Yeah, that's coming.
And you're like, oh crap, it's the holy water.
All right, I still pass.
Holy water.
Still back? You get a point back.
Best
Everybody make a
Messing
listen
the
roll.
75.
So 53, yeah.
After all of our
Yeah.
Right, you're in the middle of all your hard
success.
There's only
Oh, wait,
a few
hang on.
seconds
Oh, yeah,
to pass.
here,
That's
75.
survival assist. Oh, no, yeah, you're at medicine. That's right.
I'm sorry.
Yep,
A
they're right.
listen rule.
I was like, I know it was said
In that
75.
case, you had a. Actually, he had an extreme success when fixing her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You still get a point back. I mean,
Yeah, I did.
I rolled a
you
40.
feel much better. Gives you a shot.
I rolled a 40 with my listen, and I'm just too low.
You still missed?
No, I made it.
Okay. So,
I missed.
hard success?
Success.
Well, listen.
Okay, so for those of you that just barely made that made a regular success, you hear like a door slam at the house, and those of you who made a hard success hear like a cheek of like a weapon being loaded,
Oh, shit.
Everybody duck.
like a shotgun.
Well, no, it's taking cover at this point.
I'm taking cover behind the tree.
Yeah, I look for a tree to hide behind.
There's plenty of trees.
Unfortunately, I failed. I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
And I hobbled to it.
Yeah, I said everybody get down.
So he
So who did not hear? Because that's free shots for me.
What? I didn't. I'm going to say I didn't hear because I was helping tend to people.
I was kind of screaming.
So 3 of you, 4 of you.
So is that 1 free shot or is that 4 free shots?
1 free shot. He's
You
only
didn't
got
hear
1
either,
gun.
did you?
I didn't hear. No,
So
I
there's 5 of us.
Oh, it's 5?
Doctor.
Doctor didn't hear it? I'm sorry.
It's a single barrel.
Well, it's a double barrel shotgun.
Okay. Well,
He's gonna go both.
I was going to say, you normally shoot both of them.
You're taking the one down, aren't you?
Who didn't hear you? So, yeah.
Here and
Everybody but us.
You're looking at the wound and you're like, oh, that looks bad. You know, and both of them, you're like, oh, this is obviously going to be some medical care coming this way.
I said get down.
And you hear, yeah, just see shots get down here. Not really. Woo! as like double barrel shotgun just echoes throughout the little
How far away is it?
underbrush. Not very far, maybe about 40, 50 yards.
It's still gonna have a nice spread though.
Yeah, nice spread.
If it's pellets.
That's the bonus.
Unless it's
Yeah,
slugs.
That's the bonus for me.
We are trespassing on this guy's property and killing his dogs. He's got the right to do this.
I'm just thinking, if he's using buckshot though, it's gonna have a nice wide
It's got a nice spread.
pattern.
It's not going to be as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, if
So it
was
is buckshot.
slugs-
No scatter shot.
Okay, so it's buckshot.
Still rolling D6 for that far out. Yeah, it could have been much worse if you were
Oh,
close
I don't
away.
get to dodge that too.
No, you don't, because you can hear it.
So I just roll a d6.
So yeah, I'm rolling
Oh,
it.
that's right. Can I roll it?
It's still D6 for me to roll it. Shit, it's bad. 6 points.
6 on a
Yeah,
D6.
good
Nice.
part of that pattern. Got you right beside.
What's your max health?
10 hit points, so that took me below
That's a
half.
major wound.
Yeah, that's a major
God.
wound.
What's, I've never done it. I've never had to worry about damage food. I usually just
Which
wound
means
about
you can actually die.
Yeah, you can. You gotta make a combo, right?
Well, no. Once you if you reach 0 with the major wound, then you
No,
die.
it's different in some of deaths.
You're gonna get a new cool star though.
You're gonna need my hand be a new professor.
Well, they got listed right here.
Does it say?
Major wound equals half max HP and 1 attack, and then reach 0 with a major wound means dying.
Yeah.
So you're still alive. You just took a major wound. If you
That's
reach
right.
0 now, you will be dying.
Yeah. Yeah. If you do reach 0, you will be dying. That's what I'm trying to look
Well,
at.
at least we have a doctor.
We do have a doctor. Currently
You also
somebody's
only
shooting
you
at you.
also only heal once per week instead of per day with a major wound.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna be laid up for a while.
Go check out the big wounds thing for us. I think doctor's probably gonna spin around looking after her.
She got her terminal artery cut.
Getting her down.
Shot her with a shotgun.
Who had the 55?
Dex,
Yeah. You and me are both going. He's reloading.
I'm firing
Do I
at
get to go?
He's got 55. You got it.
Probably go after you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
You're at 50,
You're
right?
50. Doctor's
No,
60.
You're like, ah!
yeah.
You,
He's reloading.
You can't handle
Yeah.
gunfire.
He's like, click.
I failed my medicine roll on her.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
64?
94.
94.
94?
Still,
Right.
75.
You're out of gauze. You used all your gauze.
All right. I'll try to.
I can't say anything to anybody, so
I'll try to take my shirt off next round and use
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I can't say anything because my throat's all.
Savage. So you're gonna shoot it? Shoot it. I mean, it's this huge mountain of a guy in like a
69.
black t-shirt and good
75 still hit.
Yeah, I still shot him. 12 points.
12 points.
3.
Nice. Good.
Huh?
It's a 10-sided. It's a D10 you roll,
D10
right?
plus 2, right?
Yes, but that's a 1 on a 10.
Oh, you're right. That's a 1. So 4. I keep rolling ones.
It went from really good to
No, I rolled 3.
You're winged.
I hit him 3 for 3 points, not 4.
You
Sorry.
winged him. It went from
You're
damn, that
right.
was
Why did I
super
roll a
hit,
10?
to you winged
It
him.
happens, man.
He's like, oh.
You're right.
I mean, the dude is huge. He's about 6'2", about 350. I mean, he's a hoss.
Okay.
The price on there is
Kind of like me, ain't no neck.
It looks like Don Dan Blocker. All
Yeah,
right.
it's big
Two
dude.
more 50s.
Big jolly kind of
We've
guy.
got 2 more 50s.
2 more 50s.
I'm getting as far away from the group because I don't want to be hit by this thing, and I'm just.
Well, you may while you're
I'm
running, you
gonna
may
duck
want
behind
to
a tree and try to
shoot at him?
I'm gonna take aim.
watch out.
Take it.
Watch out for
Extra
bear
15,
track.
right?
It gives me an extra. It gives me advantage next
Gives you
round.
advantage, that's right. Old rules it was added 15. So yeah, he'll get advantage on the next round, right?
Yeah, next round.
So he's like,
So I'm kind of like ducking away. So
Yeah.
he doesn't see me.
he's
Hopefully.
preparing, bracing for the shots like I'm gonna nail this bastard. All right, what are you doing?
I have Dex 40, so.
Oh, sorry.
She has 50.
Well, she's still alive, just has a major wound.
He patched
Or are you
her up.
warning?
He patched me up. He can't do much for her because he's run out of time.
she's dead yet.
Well, you have a major wound, but you're not dead yet. You're still.
But I know that's
Close! Justice for blood.
Justin can close.
I'm gonna take a shot. Can I see him?
Yeah, you can see him.
Are you still looking for the cat?
She has to make a con.
No, I'm not the guy. I wasn't sure if it was like
you should make a con save. Or you're-
Okay, I
you
have
might pass
45,
out.
so after
I'm still going after that last dog, going after my cat.
You know, I pass out with that much damage.
That's what.
That's what we're going to find out. You need to make a con check, actually. You need to roll under your con. The big numbers.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
you're dreading it.
You want to borrow my dice?
No.
It keeps rolling zeros.
Yeah, but I don't want zeros.
Yeah, you do. Just don't want those zeros.
Yeah, I don't want those.
So, yeah, blam, miss. And you need to make a con check to stay with us.
21.
22. Or no, 24.
24. So, yeah, he's
I
pressing your sides, goes, that hurt? And you're like, oh! You're about to pass out.
that was almost a hard. I'm 1 point away from hard success.
Nice. So, yeah, you're kind of a little woozy, and he pressing you on the sides, goes, that hurt? And I go, ah!
No, not at all.
So I can't shoot the doctor.
She's gonna have some nice scars though. That's
Now, are you shooting at the guy?
Yeah, I thought I would shoot at the guy.
Go ahead. Yeah, the con roll's free.
Con roll.
Oh, and I failed. I missed.
You miss, you're like, ugh!
Yeah, too much pain.
Too much pain. All right.
Hey, you stayed awake,
You
though.
got one guy left, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try shooting him. Try.
We're killing an innocent man.
Ooh, there you go.
I did a what's that one?
That's a hard success.
Hard
Hard
success.
success. All right, so regular damage. What are you on? 30, 38? That's a D10.
Your
right?
gun's jammed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, the gun
No,
was
he
jammed.
cleared it. She cleared it.
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
So what do I? 'Cause I got
Well, a
the
few seconds
automatic.
had passed
That's a
between.
D10. Roll a D10.
10 is.
Right there.
Because, yeah, I mean, a little time has
Plus
passed
two.
between that.
8.
Oh, you don't have
8
the
damage,
plus 2 on
so
yours.
straight 8 on top of the 3.
Oh, she has.
Well, that's a damage bonus. There's no damage bonus on that one.
Yeah, it's
Straight
done.
D10.
You're right. You're right.
So 8 on top of the 3. Yeah, much better hit right in the chest. He's like, and he goes down a little bit. He like sinks to his
He's a
knees.
big boy.
But he's not down. Yeah.
Did it interrupt his reloading?
No, he's loaded.
It's worth a shot.
It was, yeah. See where you went there.
Your character to him.
All right, so next initiatives. Who's got the 60? You got the 60.
Yep. All right, I'm going to try to take my shirt off and use it to patch her up.
All right, I will give you an advantage. Just out of sheer desperation.
I rolled a
15.
15 and my 75. Yeah, so it's
you're good.
You got, with that 15 advantage, you got a crit.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah, you're good at point back. He's like cinching you up on the side.
Actually, with that, he got a 0-1 technically.
No, advantage just means he rolls again.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm sure you're good with that roll unless you want.
No, I'm good. Yeah,
If
that's
you crit,
fine.
it still just gets him back a point.
Oh, that's right. That's old rules.
Yeah, I know it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, hard not to get
Hey,
that.
don't roll that on your
All
next
right,
roll.
so we got the 55,
Have them up
right?
now so they
We
don't
got-
come up later.
You and I are going.
Yep,
He's bringing up the gun.
Shoot him.
I'm shooting him.
He's shooting back.
No, I'm not. I'm not shooting. That's for sure.
Boom!
Ah, shit.
I sort of
He
said
hit
with
it.
the
He was probably in the
But he's too far away. He's still shooting shots.
Oh,
You haven't realized to go switch to slug yet. 2 points.
okay. I can do that.
So he's a little too far away to hit hard.
Yeah. If he was up close, you guys be toast.
50s.
Huh?
50s.
50s go. He's breaking down. He's actually trying to move to the side of the building and get a little cover.
You got a hard
I got,
success on
I
that
got
one, I
a-
think.
39.
You've been ready.
Wait,
I got
no.
extreme. I
No,
use
it's
my
not.
No,
You got
just,
extreme?
just above. You can, yeah.
Nice. So that's max damage plus the roll, right?
You have 0 and
Whatever you say.
13. 13 altogether? Yeah. He's trying to duck behind the building. You're like, oh no, I got you. And you like hit him center mass and he falls down.
He's gone.
We fired at the same time, so
Both of you hit.
I hit him for 12 because I
That's a
actually
10.
hit 10.
Oh,
Damn.
geez.
So
So yeah, he hit from the side. He like took out that side of his face. As he was trying to get some cover, and you're like, no. So yeah, down he goes. Gun clatters to the side.
I'm like,
I didn't pick up the shotgun.
So yeah,
Whoever needs a gun.
It's quiet now.
Doctor needs a gun.
Yeah, but the doctor has no skill in handling.
Still, he has no guns.
Well, firearms, he would start with a 25.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Point and shoot.
Actually, I got a critical
Make sure he's dead.
success on
Oh yeah, he's dead. There's like
Gray matter
holes
everywhere.
everywhere.
Vampires.
Yeah.
Vampires.
Vampires, man. Vampires.
They can still be alive.
Guns out.
But they wouldn't be out in the sunlight right now.
5 shells stuffed in his pocket. They're all shot.
Wasn't sparkling.
So you got this shotgun with like 5 shells. Other than that, I mean, it's a big dude, big overalls, and work boots,
Okay.
and not much else.
Okay.
Big dude.
How big?
Like I say, about 6'4", about 350.
Too
So you
big.
came out of the house? How big is the house?
Came out of the house is a big old farmhouse. Night Living Dead house, same house.
Looks like it's been lived in or no?
No, nobody's been here in years, except for maybe this.
Well,
Going in?
are we going in?
I'm like,
We're gonna 10 wounds for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
Well, I mean, honestly, you tended wounds.
I'm passing out aspirins.
You pretty much already healed.
You really done all we can do.
I guess look around the house. We did have someone pop out.
There's a house, there's a door in the back, there's a bunch of windows. Most of them are broken.
Well, we have no car, so we have no way
We don't really have
of transporting the wounded back to.
Wait, is there a car on the farm?
There's a wheelbarrow.
It's maybe look roll. Tell me which. Kind of tell me which room you're looking in.
I don't. None of my shots have ever
I
been.
would say,
Normal success.
I
You've
think
seen
we
in
should
what
send
looks like
one
maybe a
person.
place where he was kind of sleeping. There's a bedroll over in the corner. There's like about 5-6 cans of beans that's been opened.
I think we need
Some more,
to
like a
send,
box of shells.
we need to send somebody back over to get a car to take our wounded. Because we're not going to be walking back.
No, like a Jim's like, you're a little messed up. It's gonna take you a while to heal.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm looking around the
Yeah,
house.
but we
the
send
house
sending
for
someone
that
that's wounded
wheelbarrow.
out.
Huh? There's a wheelbarrow off to the side.
Yeah.
I can
And it has a
now we
couple
know how
more
they
bear traps
transported
still in
the
it.
hurt.
How much of the entrance of the house has been cleared? You can. It's obviously dusty as crap.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You can see where
He's
which
been
room.
staying like in one room.
But he hasn't gone to any other room in the place.
You guys gotta go into the building.
Yeah.
So you go in.
I got my gun out and I'll go into the
Going in.
building. Yeah.
You see like one room where he's been staying.
Obviously, I have a
There's some
flashlight
shotgun
because
shells
there's
or
probably
something.
no
Pick that up.
light in here. So.
Yeah, there's one room where he's been staying in like a box of shotgun cells and like 5 or 6 cans of beans that's been open and eaten.
So what would you do?
I was gonna go with ravioli, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Ravioli.
any unopened can of beans?
Yeah, there's 2 cans of unopened beans.
Oh,
That hobo life,
secret
y'all.
ingredient. I told you that.
Walk out the door, but stop up at the.
So, now you go in there, I mean, it seems like the only room that he's been staying in. Now there's a couple, there's like a, that was like the parlor slash.
Did that cop give me back the spike?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't have any need for it. They didn't really worry about tagging stuff for evidence back then. So yeah, you still have it.
Okay.
Now there's other than here, there's some steps going upstairs. There's a kitchen in the back with like a door that you assume goes to a cellar.
Which one looks the most frequently traveled?
The kitchen room with the door that goes to the cellar.
Okay.
Vampires like to sleep in basements.
I don't believe in vampires.
Our vampire.
let me. Who all's in the house with the detective?
I'll say I went in.
Not me. I'm kind of like,
You two?
Kind of laying there.
I'm gonna go no for
I'm
now.
Are you back in
propped
there?
myself up against the tree, just
Sure.
sitting there.
I mean, you're gonna be in there.
Sure.
The kitchen.
I was a little too ashamed to stay out with the
So
wounded,
you
so
grab up
I,
the box of shells.
Yeah.
Are you going in?
You have the shotgun now?
I got shotgun.
All right.
No, we both have our
Yeah,
guns.
you two
so
are
we're
just
gonna-
sitting
Are
out
you
there
guys
looking
sitting
at my
outside?
like,
Yeah, we're
Getting
just
your room?
chilling. We're just chilling.
I mean,
chilling
you just got
against the tree.
grazed.
please no.
I know.
You got grace.
But I also
She
know.
got messed up.
So you guys are in here talking.
I'm not talking.
I threw some spikes down.
Well, I mean, you're looking and you're like, there's the door.
Okay. Is there a lock on the outside of it?
No.
Nice. Open the door. You got your flashlight, right?
I got mine.
Okay.
Everybody should have their
I got my light. You got yours.
I'm going down the stairs like this.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, the flashlight's back there.
He would right now. This has been later on.
It kind of go. The steps kind of go down into a corner and obviously go around. You don't really see much.
What's around the corner? Okay. I go down the first part of the stairs.
So you're going down. You're the white man. I love this.
Yeah.
So you're going down.
I've got my pistol out. I'm good.
He's on the light.
You're going down and yeah.
Oh, I hand you the spike too.
You hand him spike. So you got the guy.
Yeah.
So you're running around and it goes around to the side and yeah. Something's kind of lying over there in the corner as you come around the side.
Okay.
Looks like a person.
All right.
I didn't even read the story.
It's kind of dark in here. Your light's a little shaky, you know. Are you using? You got the flashlight on your arm?
Well, goodness.
He's got the light.
You know, have you seen X-Files where they're all like this? They got the flashlight.
This is before they did
These
that.
are bulky flashlights.
Well, I'm shining my flashlight.
You're shining light. So you're zeroing in. Yeah, there's a person.
I'm staying in the dark.
Okay.
Out of sight.
They're gonna help you.
Mike. Hey, buddy, what are you doing down here?
I'm in the dark at this point.
Not been nice knowing y'all.
With them.
I'm gonna have to step aside.
I'm like, I told you, vampire.
How can you
He's
talk?
like kind of roll over to the side. And he rolls back over to you. His eyes open up and they're bright red. And he gets up and he's like,
Okay, I shine fire on it.
BAM!
And it's not good because I rolled an 84 out of 75. So.
Since you already had the shot on him, I'm gonna let you go with that one.
Okay.
Normally he would go first all the time.
Roll again for me.
So what'd you roll for your shot? You missed?
Missed.
Yeah. So yeah.
And now I'm dead.
How many are down here now? What, 3, 4?
I smell of blood. I mean, he's already got the holes to suck
Assuming he
out.
can see in the dark.
Oh, he can see it dark just fine.
Oh,
He's a vampire, remember?
yeah, I know.
And there's already
I
holes
never
in my
read
neck.
the story. I was
So,
just
yeah,
getting
he's
second
looking
Me,
hand.
I would think
right
more
towards
demon
you.
with the red eyes.
Not like we see it. We're down. We're
Yeah,
outside.
so we're outside in the safe area kind of right now.
Yeah, he launched
You hear
he goes for like just full on tackle. And he misses.
All right.
Do you want to stake? Do you want to stake?
You like duck at the very last second and he
I also got the
hits the
holy
wall.
bullets.
All right.
Well, actually, the holy water's probably that wouldn't really. The
So,
bullets
They
themselves
dipped in
has
holy
to
water.
be-
They've been blessed.
Next highest dex. You had the highest dex.
So I guess I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Don't roll a 0, please.
Take the head off.
I got a pretty good shotgun skill.
5. He rolled a 5.
Crit success.
I rolled a
Extreme
5.
success.
Would it be an extreme?
Yeah.
You only got 25.
No, I got 50.
Oh, you got 50? Hot damn. So yeah, it's max damage plus the roll damage.
So what?
So
What
you
do I roll?
What
So,
is
yeah,
a shotgun?
Here
Does
it's
it say?
46.
He
this
didn't.
close.
They gave it to me, but he didn't tell me what it was.
Yeah, it's 46 this close.
46 damage?
46 damage.
4d6.
Oh, 4d6.
Oh, here.
Sorry. So that's
Which
4,
is
16,
16
plus.
There we go. I'll do all.
Is there any
these.
pluses to it?
Okay.
16 plus this.
10,
Oh.
18.
18.
Plus-
Although, is it D4 or D6?
D6.
Okay.
4 6s.
They're right.
Oh, so that'd be 24 plus
Yeah.
that.
Plus that. What was that?
24 plus
18.
18 is 42.
42.
So yeah, you're like, BAM! Like Sarah Bass, you're like, I'm blowing this sucker away.
You should have aimed for the head.
No.
42.
He brushed
Not a scratch.
I used to not believe in vampires.
Totally believe vampire's house.
Nothing over your shoulder. I just like here's a spike. You gotta get close to do that. No, I'm not getting that close.
Try it one more again.
I'm running. Try
that one more time. I'm running out the door.
I'm running out, helping our beautiful ladies get back to town in the wheelbarrow.
I imagine y'all hear a very loud
yes,
bang.
We need to get to the
Boom!
town
Yeah,
somehow.
you hear from inside the house. Boom! Oh yeah, pop! Boom! You know that sound. We've heard that sound.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you let go with both barrels?
Yeah.
That's the 46.
Okay.
All right. I'm running outside.
You're running outside?
I'm running.
That's what you do, your action? What's
Yes.
your action?
Mine's 55.
55. Yeah, you think you're running outside.
Yeah. It closes the doors on us.
Actually, yeah, you're running back up the steps, and something from up under the steps grabs you by the foot.
There's more than one.
And there's more than one.
Shit.
There's at least two.
Grabs you. Just grabs you by the foot and yanks.
I don't get a dodge.
Well, no, you're
You
running
don't
out
see.
steps.
Nobody ever looks
Why
at
would
them
you?
deep in the
How would you dodge this? You're not. You wouldn't expect something to grab you. You can only dodge something you can perceive coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You don't have insight.
Nice try, but no. And as the
hoping maybe I got
stairs
lucky.
break as it yanks you through the steps.
Oh, great.
So you're in the basement too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are
Okay,
you?
I know what I'm going to be doing when I get
Running?
to my car. Well, I'm going to try to limp away, yeah, and I'm going to try to bring you with me, but
We're both gonna limp away.
I figure we could lean against each
Always.
other.
Whenever
And
there's more than one.
I've
there's
got
just
45
one.
and you've got 40, so.
3 points of damage as you fall through the steps, and yeah, there's this girl about maybe 16, really bad looking. Like
We're not planning on dying, but
like
you know,
big teeth and
stuff
fangs
happens.
just hissing at you.
Oh, that's the girl.
Missing
Oh shit.
So yeah, she's like going to go for you.
the missing
It was a missing
You
girl.
can go now.
And she was
Okay, I guess I'm
really-
shooting.
Huh?
I guess I'm shooting.
And at least there's probably three.
Probably ain't gonna do no good,
At
but
least 3, probably.
maybe she isn't strong enough yet to dodge bullets by her chest.
We've only got one
because there's
spike.
2 people missing.
10.
That
There was
was
like one originally.
a hard success.
Hard success, alright. Bring it
So
in.
now we have to worry about keeping.
That's a damn good question. Where the hell is Buffy when we need her?
I know.
5.
I've got stakes.
Hair right in the chest, and you're like,
This is right, you have steak.
no
Nothing.
blood, no nothing.
Vindicated.
I was hoping
I'm
since
not
she
in
looked
there,
sickly,
so
she
no, I
wasn't
can't
strong
vindicate
enough.
you right now. I'm just hearing gunshots.
Yeah, I see the guy get shot point with the shotgun. I'm like,
Jesus Christ!
I got.
Are you? What
I'm
are you
in
doing?
here.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I think I will just
Go
run
spike
at the
it?
one that's with him and try to stab it through the chest.
So you got, I mean, you basically jump down through the hole where you ran through. Because you're coming back up the steps, right? No.
I was not.
Well,
running
there's the big bad right in front of you, and
Yeah,
the girl
Go
like
for the big
The
bad.
big bad, I'll use the iron one on.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Gonna try to
Splash
stab
the
it.
water on her?
Yeah.
Because that's gonna
There you
help.
go. No, I'm actually gonna just jab it through the guy's chest.
Oh,
The iron spike. I'm
Okay.
gonna attempt to.
That's if you can.
which one now? On the guy or the girl?
The guy.
Okay. See that massive fighting roll, sir?
Fighting brawl, which I'm not good at. Which I made with a. I'm gonna spend 2 points to do extreme.
There we go. That's gonna. This huge spike is a D8 plus your damage bonus. If you have it.
So it would be an 8 plus a D8 now.
Yeah.
So 10.
10. I mean, you drive it right into his chest, just like you're supposed to, and like punch her right into the wall right behind him. And he's like, "Ah!"
He can still move.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey, there's holy water in my back pocket.
Might want to get that.
And some extra spikes.
Grab the holy water and splash
Are
them.
you holding it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like trying to claw. I mean, you're like this. He's trying to
I'm
claw.
trying to keep as much distance.
Yeah, you're like he's doing this, that kind of deal. He's like, yeah, he's like clawing and snatching, trying to grab you. Yeah, he's like.
He's trying.
He does actually kind of scrape you a bit for like.
Does
2
anybody
points.
have a
Yeah,
Just long,
you
like
got
rips up
scalpel.
your shirts and stuff.
Yeah,
I do.
I'm about to go.
Now you're down there with him, aren't you?
Yeah,
He
he
has
like
a
around
scout.
these guys.
Yeah. Now there's still the spikes like sticking out of his elbow backpack.
Also,
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
Backpack
some.
and some holy water if you need.
and the
that.
holy water in the back pocket.
I don't know if the holy water's gonna do anything. It might.
Wouldn't hurt to
He
try.
does know.
Wouldn't
He
hurt
does
to try.
Yeah, you don't.
I'll grab both.
Yeah.
There's probably more down here.
You know the girl.
I'll jump down the hole.
You wanna jump down the hole?
Yeah.
With the spike?
Yep.
Fighting.
What kind of coat in the holy water?
You ain't got time for all that.
Okay, let's go. Okay. This is not gonna go well. Oh, it's a 6.
Nice! Y'all turning up fearsome vampire killers in 10 minutes.
What's your normal brawl extreme?
25.
25?
It's still hard.
Spend
It's
1
hard.
point
Spend a point.
of luck.
Spend 1 point, like making it extreme.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, we got the Frog Brothers.
I know! Excellent, the frog jump up.
Well, we've been preparing for this
Secret
fight the whole game.
reference.
You guys were all thinking
We
it
both
wasn't real.
knew that this was
We were
gonna
like,
happen.
Secret Society Vampire Hunters, the beginning.
Why did the drunks know it's gonna happen?
we see a lot of things.
Nice.
So my liquor is actually secret ESP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It lets us
So
see the
roll
future.
G8, and then there's going to be another 8. So they all got one.
Yes.
Okay. I made a reference to the
So
Frog
that's
Brothers.
5 plus 8. That's
Oh,
13.
13. You stake her into the ground. You jump on top of her and just bust her right down into the ground. How much did you roll altogether?
Don't forget to check your brawl.
I did.
Yeah.
I checked it after I kicked the dog.
13?
Well, the other quarter was one of the brothers.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check your brawl.
She.
Okay.
Somebody
No,
else's brother.
you're it's a row to increase it.
Thank you.
So yeah, you pop her down into the ground. She's, and she
You have to get your medical skill
Leave it in.
up.
fades out.
No, I haven't.
Getting rolls that you roll again.
I probably
check
should
it
have
because
stabbed
then
this
We
it
still got the big bad. He's like,
or
rah!
roll to try to
Clawing and scraping here. He's already like ripped off the sleeve of his shirt.
I've actually done
Got a big gash on his arm.
I mean, you don't get to do multiple,
multiple,
per-
but
yeah,
But yeah,
Spike
if
would be
you
good.
Yeah.
check the skills.
Doc, what are you doing? There's the spike still in his backpack, and then he's still got the holy water.
Well, he has the holy water.
I have the one.
Oh yeah, well, you can get it from
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I guess I guess I'll grab the spike and try to
spike him.
spike the one that's he has.
Spike down a hand.
Spike down a hand.
Oh, that'd be a great idea. Well, I didn't think of it, so. 94.
Yeah, you're trying. He's knocking her away with his arms. You're not getting a hit. He's like, rah, rah. As a matter of fact, when you're trying to slash at him, he's gonna try to get you. He misses though.
Where's that holy water?
I'm gonna. Yeah, 55, right? 55's next?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and grab the holy water and splash it on him, see if it does
So you
anything.
grab the extra water,
Well,
water's
when
in.
I heard the gunshot,
Yeah.
the big one, we started getting up and limping away.
Away
From the house?
Yes. But they're trying to get back to town.
Survivors. Survivors.
Fall into a bear.
You have no idea how close. Well, I'll give you an advantage because he's pinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you an advantage.
Okay, so 40 was first. I made it, but I got a 3 on the second.
Yeah.
I anoint thee.
The power of Christ compels you.
You think I heard about this?
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Catch a bottle.
Trying to get out every last drop.
And he's not like acid. He's just.
So it's true.
Oh.
Yeah, you finish him off. I'm not gonna make it.
You're not gonna believe any
It's
of us.
basically because you critted.
I'll
It's
see
like
the
2d6.
Yeah.
Plus it treats like a burn.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Basically
he's.
just like slime on the
There's a puddle of slime and a skeleton with a spike in the middle of the wall.
Oh, okay.
Take his head.
Don't take his
Okay. Now we put him back in the hole in the ground with the metal spike. No one ever touches it again.
Well, no, you remove the head and bury it somewhere different. Or
Oh, now
Now you're-
vampire legend lore person knows everything.
She actually read the book.
no, the Lord. I just don't believe they would.
She actually read the book. I just got secondhand knowledge of where she talked about how great it was one day, and I was like, whatever.
But I was like,
So you're telling me?
I didn't believe it was real, but I know
You
the
were
lore.
enjoying the fantasy portion.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so
She waited for the romance.
Well, not a lot of romance chance in that one, but okay.
Not in that one.
That one
Take
didn't
some
have
heads
romance.
off.
That book, you know, that one. A bunch of boring ass diaries, actually.
There's
So you're
still
telling them
another
how
one.
to do this, right? Like take the body, get the head away.
Yeah, I know how to properly
You with your
dispose.
scalpel can kind of. You've done this before.
I know how to do it because I read the lore. I
Guys,
just
we're
didn't
missing
believe
one.
it.
No.
These are the two that disappeared.
Yeah, we're
Where's
not
the one
there.
from the grave?
No, that's it.
That was him.
Oh.
Then
Where's the other guy?
disappeared? Well, he might be in its own
might be
grave
dead.
somewhere.
That's all you see down here.
We saw those two. We have those two.
Out of like 3 or 4 are gone.
There's always
There's
two.
2 disappeared.
The master
There's
and the
headless.
apprentice.
So you're.
It'd be a total of 3.
Should be. I mean, we're assuming that the original, the first farmer or whatever. Yeah. We don't
Saying
know
he
about
didn't eat those ones. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't know if he ate them
He
or
wanted
turned
this one. Turn this one.
Well, he wanted a girlfriend.
Yeah, I wanted to go. No, go for it. Mac, you go Mac big.
Dracula.
I mean,
She was pretty.
honestly, in the
pretty. She was
30s,
pretty
it
girl.
was not uncommon.
Now, what are we going to tell the people about the girl? And this dude.
Well, y'all see us limping back to town.
Yeah.
Can we make her
If y'all
slide
get
too and just
up.
not say anything?
And whoever with the bibbo rolls up at the top.
No?
Just tell him it was a weird cult that attacked us. We don't know what was going on. It was a weird cult. We've seen weird things in the basement. We left it at that.
No, we can't do that because then the sheriff is going to want to go look too. And
Well, they're already dead. He can look. We'll just say we've seen weird things in the basement, and that's that.
On our way back up, that's when you.
And just leave headless
we gotta-
bodies down there?
Now,
Why don't we
how
just
are
tell 'em
y'all
the
going
truth?
to be getting-
Yes, we saw
How do
vampires.
y'all get up with the stairs broken?
That's only one step. You can jump to the next one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not destroyed. Yeah, he's ripping through that one step. That's so bad. I just rolled so crappily. I was like, it was the girl. I let that go.
I know. Last time that happened, bad things happened.
Hey,
Yeah, last time we played this one, like, we were
That was
playing
FanFest.
with the original guy from Willy Wonka, Mike TV. He was playing with us.
The little 6-shooter boy, the little cowboy.
Cap guns. He was playing with us. Who rolled double aughts in a row, shot 2 party members, damn near killed them.
That's why I was sitting outside with him and the other guy.
Yeah, because they were wounded. The other guys went in and they spent so long in the kitchen talking about what they were going to do. The vampires hearing them was like, screw this. They just reached up through the floor and grabbed one and yanked them down, and you like hear crunching and popping noises down in the darkness. They flipped out. I mean, now I'm having to do their sanity checks, which we didn't do here, but we're going to middle of action. But yeah, they flipped out completely below their sanity check, seeing guy get shoved down through the kitchen floor. They had like lanterns they were going to torch the basement. Well, they throw them down in the hole. Of course, your throw rolls suck, so they missed this huge hole. Launched them into the kitchen. They shattered all over the kitchen, burned themselves up alive in the house with the vampire. And the 2 guys, you and Mike TV are like.
that's how come they
We're
kept
just
coming.
gonna
We
go.
were the
We're just gonna go.
like with that.
We were
I hear
just
the
sitting out
gunshot, we
there
start
like,
going away.
they're
I
dead.
don't know who's shooting.
So, beheadings.
So beheadings and yeah. So what are we telling the sheriff about this guy, the big guy?
I just say
the girl.
I think we can tell the sheriff the truth.
No.
He was
I think
like,
we
remember,
can-
he was
I
like
think we
you
can-
about the vampire thing.
I
They don't
think we
exist.
can tell the sheriff that the big guy was a weirdo. He kidnapped the girl to do things to her, and we
That's a
killed
very-
him.
and she
then-
was
Thought
crazed.
they were coming after
But
us.
he'd already killed her. So
Well, how are we going to explain the missing heads?
Yeah, how are we going to explain?
because he was a weirdo.
No.
The body has a missing head. He was a weirdo, so you cut
I
off
mean,
his
I've
head.
seen sick people like that
And
during the war.
they
took
know that guy.
souvenirs.
People
Okay,
want you
but
to
we're
describe
talking
him
about
when
the
they see the body.
weirdo. He's going to be headless.
once you see the guy, they see the big guy, they're like, oh, that's Bascom. Yeah, he is a weird kind of guy. I didn't know he did any of that kind of stuff. It's plausible.
But no, it's not him that we cut.
Yeah, they're not going to see the vampire skeleton,
Oh, okay.
because we're going to put that somewhere
Oh, I thought
else.
you were saying that.
Because we're putting the body for the vampire
back
one
in his
place and
grave.
the head
Well, we could
somewhere
blame
else.
the other dead guy on for.
Put the body of the old one back in his
Was
grave.
the one girl's body changed, like long nails as well? I did.
Yeah, but of course she changed back when she's.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
She
then.
was killed.
Then, yeah, we could leave the body, just take the vampire out of there.
Well, you gotta. If she was a vampire, she has to do.
I don't think she was a fully turned vampire though.
She
'cause
was.
You,
Oh, she was?
yeah,
We'd have to take her head.
But she
off.
changed
Her
back
head's gotta
to
go
human
too.
looking when she got killed.
Okay.
Taking
When
her
he
head.
died, he had holy water on him and he turned into
Depending on which
Puddle.
genre you're talking about, you take the head, you take the heart, and you burn them separately and bury them separately, or put them in two
I
different
don't think
running
there was a
water
heart
bottles.
left after the puddle.
You're right, running water.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Two separate bodies of running water, because that way they can never get back together.
So yeah, you can spend your next day doing that, and telling the story.
Actually, you'll spend your next day in bed while we do all that.
I'm spending
What
the
are we
next
supposed to
month
tell
in
the wife
bed.
so that I can get my money?
The wife, Emily?
Yeah.
You tell them whatever you like.
Just a weirdo. When he found
He was a
him, he
weirdo.
tried to.
He's a serial killer. That term probably
I
hasn't
mean,
been
they all
coined
didn't
yet.
know much of him. He was kind of a hermit,
Actually,
kind of
wasn't
squatting here.
You can't call him a serial killer because they hadn't coined the phrase yet.
I'm coining the phrase. I'm just joking.
We're coining it.
Have you watched Mindhunters?
Oh, I just
On
started watching
Netflix?
that. It's so good.
Really? I'm gonna have to
I
look
watched
at that.
like half the first show and got to Singers did. I need to watch it, I guess.
Well,
Hey, I hadn't
it's,
even heard that.
tells how, yeah.
The first episode seemed kind of slow. I was like, alright, so we're going to stop here. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, click on the Extra Life link and donate. We did this to help raise money for Nortons Children's Hospital. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys. We're out. Bye.